everybody, and welcome to the pregame show. The Swansea Tigers versus Marlboro County Bulldogs tonight. It is the first round of the playoffs for your Swansea Tigers, and you are listening to the Swansea Tiger Sports Network. My name's Brady Henderson. I'm the voice of your Tigers, and tonight we've got our whole crew. You'll remember several weeks ago at Silver Bluff when we broadcasted, it was just Noel and I, but now we've got Matt, who's going to do color for us tonight, and then, of course, Noel's going to chime in from time to time. And so just to kind of let you know, we are in the booth. You could probably hear some music in the background, so we're giving you the full experience. Warm-ups are going on. Do want to let you know tonight's pregame, pre-kickoff show is brought to you by West Columbia Dental, conveniently located near Lexington Medical Center at 2318 Sunset Boulevard in West Columbia, where every patient is unique and your smile deserves expert attention. Trust Swansea High graduate Dr. Brant Cope for your dental needs. Call today at 803-794-6464. So, guys, super excited. Matt, Noel, thank you guys for being on with me tonight.
Glad to finally make it on.
It's wonderful. Good night for football.
So we've got playoff football tonight, and on our pregame show, we want to kind of go over some starting lineups as well as some other things. And, of course, tonight I'll be doing play-by-play and PA, but don't worry, it's going to be a little bit better than our last broadcast. Looking at this Marlboro County team, Matt, we'll kind of preview them first. Tell us a little bit about their regular season and what they did this year.
So they play in a very difficult region. So their only losses was to Loris, Dillon, and Gray Collegiate, who are all very good football teams. But they took care of business every other game. They're 3-2 in the region. And what I've seen with them, stats-wise, they run a similar offense that we have.
Yeah.
They're very athletic. Quarterback's quick, shifty, and he's a run-first kind of guy, but he's also got an arm.
Well, and several things that make this matchup so interesting for those that aren't aware. All teams in 3A football in South Carolina make it to the playoffs, and you say, why? Because there aren't a ton of teams and schools in 3A, and so next year that might look different with the reclassification. There's some things going on there, but kind of set the stage for you in the lower state. The number 1 seed is Oceanside, and they're playing the number 16 seed, which is Georgetown, which is in the same region as Marlboro County, and so obviously, tonight's game is actually an 8 versus a 9 seed. And if you're a basketball fan, you know those 8 and 9 seed matchups are usually the best to watch during the weekend because they're the most evenly matched. Matt, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there that these teams are similar. One thing that does differentiate the two is that Marlboro County doesn't have they don't have anybody that plays both sides of the football. We have quite a few, 7 that play both sides of the football. Marlboro County doesn't have that, and even as we're warming up, you can see the size, you can see the athleticism. But, no, talk a little bit about what, as we were studying and previewing this team, one thing that made it so difficult is that they didn't play football last year. And so that sounds very interesting. So, Noel, fill us in on a little bit of what happened with the Bulldogs last year.
All right. So they did have a season last year, but it was found out somehow that they had ineligible players on the team. So with that ineligible player, it makes the whole team ineligible for postseason play. So all of their games and everything, they are on the books forfeited. So they lost all those games, no matter what they played or anything. It was still a losing record for that.
So what I hear you telling me is one player not being eligible ends the entire season. Is that correct?
From what I gather, I don't know 100% about if it was, but from what I heard, it was one player that was ineligible, and that took the whole team ineligible.
Well, and they've definitely come back this season and proven they're a good football team under second-year head coach Corey Johnson. He played at Catawba College as a linebacker, and he did that. And then before that, he spent quite a few years up in North Carolina. And so this is a football guy. Obviously, if you count all the forfeits from last year, he's an overall of 7-13. But anyway, as I have in our game notes that you could have picked up at the stadium and are on our social media accounts, they paid the crime. They're a good football team. Matt, you already mentioned a little bit about the similarities, and you especially see that in the stats. 1,448 passing yards on the season with a completion percentage of 62.3. They are averaging 15.9 passing yards per completion, and it's all because of the young sophomore small quarterback, number 7, Trey Blakeney. Matt, tell us what we need to know about Trey.
So he's a small guy, but he's very smart and he's very fast. He doesn't throw the ball very long, but he's efficient. He's completed 64% of his passes. There's only 7 touchdowns, but only 2 interceptions. So when he does throw the ball, he doesn't throw it into trouble. But he is a run-first guy. He's averaging almost 6 yards a carry and just over 64 yards a game. And his longest run was 55 yards, and he has 2 100-yard games. But most of his touchdowns has come from the run. He's got 11 touchdowns on the season.
I tell you, Matt, you're talking about Trey and the quarterback and the short passes and everything. Yeah, he's got a receiver, number 18, and he was a sophomore, LeBryce Purvis. This guy has 9 games that he's played in, 10 receptions, and he has 373 yards from those 10 receptions. So he's averaging about almost 37 and a half yards every time he's thrown the ball.
And a big reason that they're able to do that, you talk about the offensive production, I would say, and y'all can feel free to disagree with me, behind Newberry, this is the best offensive line we've seen all year. They've got size. They are young. But they, as Matt mentioned, I mean, they play in Region 5 of 3A football. They were blown out by Loris, blown out by Dillon. And then, of course, they blew out the Aner and Georgetown. But Dillon and Loris are really good football teams, and if you see here tonight, Loris is a number 3 seed playing a number 14 seed in Battery Creek, and of course we know what Newberry can do as they're playing a 15 seed tonight in Aner. I think one of the keys for Swansea, before we get too deep into Swansea, is that we have to keep Trey Blakeney in the pocket. If you look at the film and you watch the film, you see time and time again that when he gets out, he is dangerous, whether that is throwing on the run or taking it and going. And so I think that's something that we got to look out for tonight, especially allowing our box to contain them.
I know that's one thing that we struggled with last week against Newberry is not protecting that perimeter. We're very good protecting on the inside, but once those running backs and quarterbacks get on the outside, they run right by us if we're not right there to make the tackle.
Well, let me ask you, Matt, so you're talking about perimeter defense. When you have 3 senior linebackers, Jarrell Wine, P.J. Larry, and William Geddes, how important is the perimeter defense to step up so that the linebackers don't necessarily have to overwork their zone? Does that make sense? Have to overextend themselves on the field? How important is that?
Oh, that's very important. So if a running back gets to your linebackers, that means you've already gave up some yards.
You're in the second level.
Yeah, so if our defensive line can just get that pressure and force that quarterback to stay inside, not get out of the pocket, or the running back get on the outside, that gives a better chance for our linebackers to either watch receivers or just have a spy on the quarterback or running back to make sure they don't get more yards.
Well, and it's interesting, we're already halfway through our pregame show, and we haven't even mentioned their senior running back, their RB1. I say RB1 because he's their feature back, but guess what? They've got 2. They've got number 9, Troy Haley, who we're probably going to talk about a lot about tonight. He leads the team in rushing for the Bulldogs, 753 rushing yards on 108 carries. He's second on the team in carrying the football, only behind sophomore quarterback Blakeney. He averages 8.1 yards a carry. That tells you all you need to know. And then 75 yards a game. His longest run is 55. He's had 3 100-yard games this year and a total of 9 touchdowns on the ground. And then, they have a 2-headed monster, similar to us in a lot of ways. They have Krishawn Smith. He is their second back. He's young. He also plays a little outside linebacker for them. He's got 418 yards, 61 carries, and 6.9 average as far as the ground goes, 41 yards a game. So, he's averaging 40 yards a game. He's got 7 touchdowns. He's obviously going to touch the ball, too. So, talking a little bit about that, Noel, you've got these 2 running backs, this athletic quarterback. It seems like we're painting the picture to be a tough night for the Tigers, but that is what we believe is a strong point is the Swansea defense. Let's kind of move into that and look and see how we're going to stop them. Why don't you kick us off, Noel, with those 3 senior linebackers who are the anchor of this defense?
Yeah, and last week when we played Newberry, we really saw how you guys were talking about that offensive line getting into that secondary, into the linebackers, the outside linebackers, and the runner not getting touched until the third layer of that, and that's really big with your defense. With us, with the defense that we have, we can definitely get in there. We have William Gaddis. I mean, this young man, talking to him last week and everything after the Newberry game, really positive and everything. He comes in tonight, 83 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and 6 quarterback hurries. That is definitely something that we're going to have to look at tonight and get those quarterback hurries. That way we can get the quarterback out of his comfort zone, and hopefully make a less accurate pass with that. Then Jarrell Wines, 65 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, and 1 sack. And then you got PJ Larry. This guy's a workhorse just like the other two are. 45 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 4 sacks. He has 2 interceptions, which one was last week against Newberry, and I don't know how he ripped that ball out of the air. One hand came down with the interception.
He's an athlete.
Yes, he is, and he also has 15 quarterback hurries. So we have those linebackers that can put pressure on the quarterback. So he's running around. Once the quarterback starts running around, our defense has to be disciplined enough to not let that quarterback go on his second threat, which is his legs, because he will outrun a lot of people, a lot of guys on this field.
Yeah, you're so right about that. You talk about the linebackers, Matt. We've got to also look at our defensive front. The box, as for those who have listened to our preview show with Coach Fox, you've heard us talk about the box. And what we're talking about there, for those that don't know, we're talking about our defensive line and our linebackers. The 8 in the box is sometimes what they're referred to. And so Coach Fox has made it clear that that's really important. Don't forget, DeAndre Caldwell might be one of the best sophomore safeties in 3A football. He's had a really good year, played really well with 55 tackles, 4 for loss, even got a sack, 8 quarterback hurries, and then, of course, an interception. But tonight we get Nick Riley back, Matt. I want you to talk a little bit about how important he is coming off of injury. Believe it or not, this is his only second start of the season. Most of the year he's come in relief time. This year he's getting the start. How important is that defensive front with Nick Riley, Jeremiah Waymyers, and Jeremiah Jones?
Well, just speaking about Nick Riley, I mean, we can go back to the Fox Creek game. That kid was all over the field.
He was. Player of the game for
and
sure.
we were really missing him last week. He was out with an injury, but we get him back healthy, and he's going to be on that defense line, and he will cause some problems.
Well, he's a monster. I went on the field before the game, as you guys know, and he dapped me up and said, "Hey, Pastor Brody, how you doing?" And I said, "Dude, you are big." I mean, he's so much bigger when you're right in front of him than you realize. But, Matt, we've talked about him all year. Jeremiah Waymyers, the freshman, he's young, but he is extremely talented. 49 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 7 quarterback hurries, 1 forced fumble. Matt, what makes Jeremiah Waymyers such a problem at such a young age?
Oh, he is way ahead of his years. He's just a natural-born athlete. I mean, he even has a younger brother that is a running back for the middle school team.
Yeah.
In just a couple years, we'll be calling his name on Friday nights.
Exactly.
But to be so young and to be so disciplined and to not look like a freshman, he's very fun to watch. I mean, he's got 4 sacks. I mean, I think that's second on the team.
Yeah.
Just behind, of course, sophomore Nick Riley. So our team is very young, but we have some athletes.
Well, and that's the thing, Noel. You know, I'm talking with Coach Fox this week on the preview show. Yes, Marlboro County's a good team. Yes, they're 3-2 in one of the best regions of football in 3A in South Carolina. I get all that, but you're at home on a Friday night for the first time in 14 years. You're hosting a playoff game at Doug Bennett. Believe it or not, in 2013 was the last time that we were able to host a football game and a playoff game, and guess who the opponent was? It was Marlboro County. And that night, Chad Leapart was the head coach. Marlboro County ended up winning 42-14. But, I mean, what I'm trying to say is we've got players too, just like they do, and we've got good coaches that can put them in the right position to make some good plays. There's no reason why Swansea can't win tonight and head to Oceanside next week, Noel.
I tell you, and in that 2013 loss when Marlboro County came to Swansea, Swansea was in there first, second, going into the third quarter. Marlboro County went on a run. They scored 28 unanswered points in the third quarter, and then Swansea wasn't able to just come back and overcome that loss. But these Tigers are a good team. As long as they stay in their area, read their reads. I know last week Matt and I were looking at Newberry, and, our linebackers and stuff were getting stuff. The offensive line was coming in. They were getting their blocks. They weren't able to shade them off. So they were getting some big yards. If that happens tonight, they'll still get big yards. So we've got to find a way to get our big guys in there, and not only in there by sight, but in there by pain, by hitting those running backs that are coming through.
And I'll also mention, you talk about Marlboro County having a two-headed monster just as much as we do, but we have an X factor, and that's Trace Selfridge.
Yeah, good point.
When he comes in motion, he's either going to get the ball, and when the ball's in his hands, he's going to gain some yards. Good things happen. And he made a tremendous catch last week against Newberry. He had to toe tap the sideline, and he was active on defense last week too. So anytime he's on the field, he makes things happen.
I think he's got over 500 total purpose yards. And so just let me highlight the offense real quick. We're going to go ahead and wrap up our pregame show, but you need to stay on because we're going to start our play-by-play coverage of the first round of the playoffs for your Swansea Tigers. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up and close it with this. Our offense, 31.5 points a game, 308 total yards. Obviously, rushing the football has been important. Several of my keys for tonight, we have to throw the ball, in my opinion, 15 to 22 times. And Kendall's got to be accurate, but they've got to take the ropes off of him and just let him throw the ball. Grip it and rip it is what I have written in my notes. Kendall's a great passer. He's got some great receivers in Therese James and Gavin Mack, and the two-headed monster, DeAndre and Dante Caldwell, no relation, of course. And so Kendall Wright's a difference maker as a sophomore. He's got a 61% completion rate, 7 touchdowns, very similar to Trey Blakeney. They play very similarly. Kendall's a little bit bigger than him. Then, of course, Dante Caldwell, hopefully. Either way, this is going to be his last home game as a Tiger. Even if we win, this is his last one. And so, anyway, super excited to see what's going to happen tonight. I think we've got a incredible ball game coming up. I'm glad you guys are going to be with me to call this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys stay tuned. And don't forget, your pregame show is brought to you by West Columbia Dentistry. Go see Dr. Cope to get that smile bright and shining. Thank you so much, and we will see you in just a minute when we begin. We're just several minutes from kickoff here on the Swansea Tiger Sports Network. We'll see you soon. Are you ready to discover your best smile? Visit West Columbia Dental, conveniently located near Lexington Medical Center at 2318 Sunset Boulevard, where Swansea High graduate Dr. Brant Cope and his friendly team believe your smile is as unique as you are. Experience personalized, expert dental care designed just for you. Whether it's a routine checkup or a complete smile makeover, trust Dr. Cope to keep you smiling bright. Call 803-794-6464 to schedule your appointment today. Your best smile starts here. Hey everybody, we're back live with your broadcast here from historic Doug Bennett Stadium, and we are 3 minutes now to kick off, guys. Super excited. Band's still on the field. Marlboro County is doing some sort of entrance swaying. I don't even know what you call that these days. Cheerleaders everywhere for them. And here come the Bulldogs of Marlboro County. All right. And the Tigers now are walking out to Eye of the Tiger.
I'm going to say this is one of the best entrances I've seen in high school football.
It is. And then for the players to come down to the stands. And that just has, I mean, I know I get chills and get pumped up just watching those guys come down. I know they have to.
And Trey Selfridge came down with a sledgehammer. Maybe that was for his great defense last week at Newberry with 14 tackles on the game. Davis Livingston on the other side with the flag, and it's football in the air. Playoffs here live in Swansea, South Carolina. Nothing like it.
It's a new season today.
Yes, it all starts today. Hopefully you can hear the band in the background.
I also love our color combo. We got the gold tops with the purple pants. Still got some fans rolling in.
So we are going to be kicking it off to them, so they'll be getting the football back.
This will definitely be a good time to see what our defense is going to start off with.
And I know after last week, they've got to be hungry after that performance last week. So
43-0 loss. Sandstorm is on at the stadium, and Jaden Figueroa. Set to kick it off for the Tigers. And Sandstorm is loud. Jaden Figueroa is going to get the cue from the official. Official still over the ball. It is 7:29. And Jaden Figueroa is set to kick it off as we begin round one of the 3A South Carolina League playoffs. And he's got pink cleats on tonight. He's going to kick it to the left side of the field. Number 14 is going to get it at the 18. He's running, and kicker's the only one who can get him. Doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to stop him. Down to the 10-5. Touchdown, number 14. Touchdown, Krishawn Smith for the Bulldogs of Marlboro County. They take the opening kickoff 82 yards to the house. Not the way you want to start the game if you're the Swansea Tigers.
Yeah, that's one thing we struggled with a little bit this season was special teams, and that's something we got to fix.
You know, oftentimes special teams are looked at as, you know, not the key players out there and everything all the time, but special teams are so important. You know, that's a perfect example right there with that huge kickoff to start the game, coming back for a touchdown for Marlboro County.
It's all right, though. We got plenty of time to regroup. Long game ahead of us.
It is. Now Marlboro County setting up for the point after. Ball is snapped, ball's put down, kick is up, and it is no good. No good for the point after. So with that opening touchdown, it is 6-0 Marlboro County.
It's all right. Just got to get our offense ready. Just got to respond.
That is not the way you want to begin a football game, but guys, we just started. I'm reminded of a game back in 2010 when the Gamecocks went down to the Swamp and played the Tigers for the SEC East title. Y'all might remember Florida returned the kick with a guy by the name of Percy Harvin, who was a great NFL veteran. Returned the kick, didn't score for the rest of the game. Gamecocks win in the Swamp to secure the SEC East. We still have a lot of time left in this game. But that does take a little wind out of the sails, I would have to say.
Looks like DeAndre Caldwell set back to return. We just got to respond. That's all we can do.
Well, what happened on that play? What happened in regards to our special team coverage? And we've talked about it all season long, how that has been a weakness of our team is special teams coverage and defense. What happened there?
We just couldn't shed off any blocks, and he just ran right between us and Had too much speed for us to catch up to him.
Well, Bess is going to kick it on the opposite side of us. DeAndre is going to catch it at the 6-yard line, and he's going to be tackled at the 17 by number 21, Majay McCoy. DeAndre Caldwell on the return. Tackle made by number 21.
So, all right, see what this offense can do.
Swansea's coming from our right to left as we're up here in the press box. And I do wonder if they're going shotgun or if they're going to do Kendall up underneath center.
I feel like in order to be competitive, we've got to go shotgun, we've got to throw it early, and we've got to be versatile.
Well, if we can establish that run early, that'll open up the pass.
Now, Kendall Wright's going to be under center. He's under Ethan Jeffcoat, who's got the start tonight. It is the wingback. And that looked like, I believe, P.J. Larry on the carry there. P.J. Larry on the 3-yard carry.
He doesn't get a lot of snaps at running back, but when he does, he usually gets at least a few yards for us.
And I tell you, that's what I do like about the Kendall being up underneath center. There's so much confusion that can go on with what the options are for that, and I really think a motion is going to have to be played in this game.
Well, 2nd and 8 here. DeAndre is going to go in motion. He's going to get the football. He's going to juke, and he's going to jive for a 4-yard gain down to the 26-yard line is what it looks like.
He was one missed tackle from probably running it all the way.
That was really nice with the line blocking, getting their assignments, and then just following the big guys up front.
And that's something we struggled with last week. So can't do any worse than last week. So as long as all week they worked on that, we'll be just fine.
And we've talked multiple times about the next man up with Moody being out. The next man's got to come up. Moody's a big part of that offensive line.
Well, and Jamarie Jones is getting the start at the right guard position the first time this season that he's done that. Kendall Wright, 3rd and 3, is going to get under his center. Ethan Jeffcoat, DeAndre Caldwell is going to stutter step on the motion. Kendall Wright yet to snap the ball, and we've got whistles. Timeout taken by Swansea.
Looks like there was some confusion with the play call. Got to regroup, see if we can get this first down here.
Obviously, I think the plan there, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure the plan there was to get them to jump off sides with, I mean, you're starting this drive on your own side of the field. It's 6-0. We haven't even seen the Bulldog offense that we covered in the pregame show. And by the way, the band of Marlboro County has decided to show up, and there is a lot of band members, Matt.
Yeah, there's, I would say, 40 to 50 over there?
Well, more band members than there are fans for the Bulldogs. It is a good little way to drive. 2 hours and 7 minutes from this location is how far. I don't know about y'all, but I don't really frequent Marlboro County too much.
No, if I've ever been there, it's just I was driving through, but I've never really stopped in that area.
Well, referees are going to blow the whistle, get the Tiger offense. They've taken a timeout early. Obviously, Coach Fox must not have liked what he saw, but we are in the wing tee. We were told on the preview show it would be more spread, it'd be more passing. It hasn't been the case thus far on this first drive. Kendall Wright is going to snap the football. He's going to hand it to Trey Selfridge. Good things happen when the ball's in his hand.
He's close.
That's going to be about 2.5 to 3 yards. He is close. We'll see what they mark it.
Looks like they're giving it to him.
Yep, they gave him the first down.
And that's another Swansea Tiger first down. Trey Selfridge.
And that's what we said in the pregame. You know, if Trace gets his hands on it, he does good stuff with the ball.
He knows the right moves to make. If we can just eat away at that clock, run it down their throat, and score when we need to, we can win this football game.
That seems to be the plan so far, Matt and Noel. We've got Kendall Wright under Ethan Jeffcoat under center again. DeAndre on motion to the right side, and whistles are going to blow. There's a flag on the play, and it's going to be a false start on the Tigers. So back them up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15.
Got a little too excited there.
Flag on the play, false start on the offense. It'll be 1st and 15 at the 24-yard line for your Tigers.
Looks like they're getting ready to do a pass play, but we'll see what they do this time.
And I'm wondering if that's not what the motion was before the timeout. Coach Fox looking and seeing what kind of defense they were running in, if they were going to do man or zone.
Yeah, we got to be careful, though, because this defense has forced a lot of turnovers this year. So we got to protect that ball, either through the air and running it.
15 in total, 1.5 per game, 10 interceptions, 5 forced fumbles that were recovered. Kendall Wright's going to roll to his right, and he's going to launch that football. Therese James falls on the play. It is incomplete. No, break it down. What happened on that play?
Well, really, Therese just lost his footing out about the 50-yard line.
Wright's pass to Therese James falls incomplete.
Man, I got to say, though, not to cut you off, Noel, but he had some room to run, and our receiver really didn't have a lot of separation. So if he would have just tucked it and ran, he would have got some yards.
He could have, especially with the speed that he has.
Because he had P.J. Larry that was running with him, so he had options to run it, or if that guy broke down to get him, he could have tossed it to Larry for a big gain.
Well, 2nd and 15, you've got to get yardage here. You don't want a 3rd and long. But they're back in the wing tee. They do run that play. That rollout is what Kendall Wright does. Here, he's going to give it to Trace Selfridge, and Trace has got room, and he's going to be tackled by Leighton Chavis, one of the star linebackers for the Bulldogs.
That's going to be close.
Like we've said before, when Trace gets the ball, he makes things happen.
And then running on the short side of the field, too.
Yeah.
Their left side running with Trace. You know, short side of the field, you don't have much real estate over there. But Trace makes it available to open up and look at his lanes and see his blockers and then follow those blockers through.
15-yard run by Trace there is going to give the Tigers a first down.
That's one thing I've noticed by him this season is he's got vision. He knows where his blocks are being thrown, and he finds the holes.
39-yard line is where they are. Ball's going to be given to DeAndre Caldwell out of the wing tee. He's going to run to the right and get stuffed. He might have got 2 there, and he's stuffed by number 62 on the play, Michael McLaughlin.
Swansea's definitely eating up at the yards. You know, they're getting a lot of good looks at what that defensive line is doing and what they need to do.
That's just like we know Marlboro County's offense is good, so if we can keep the ball out of their hands as long as possible, but we just got to capitalize on our drives and score.
That's going to be one of the keys with this game, I believe, too, is time.
Well, we're back in the spread now for the first time tonight. That's DeAndre Caldwell. We haven't seen Dante tonight. We've got 2 receivers on either side. It's going to be given in the shotgun to DeAndre Caldwell, who's going to make it down the 46-yard line. That's the offense we've seen a lot this season. It's going to be 3rd and 3. DeAndre Caldwell.
Just eat up them yards.
3rd and 3.
Eat them up, and that clock's going also. We stay on the offensive side of it and manage that clock.
This is the third down on this series. We haven't crossed the 50-yard line yet, but we are in shotgun again. You've got to start thinking, Matt, is this 4-down territory if we don't get it here? Kendall's going to take it. They're going to rush 6. He's going to throw it. Got a little scared. He did have PJ in a pocket, but that one falls incomplete.
He was definitely getting hurried up by the defensive line coming in there.
He had his guy open. It's just got a little pressure and just he sailed it.
And it looks like the punting unit is coming on the field here on the 46-yard line.
And with Kendall being our punter, you know, there's always an option. I mean, he can tuck it and get the first down if we need to.
I guess the question is, do you do it that early on your own side of the field?
That is true.
And officials' whistles blow. Timeout taken by Marlboro County.
We got
their first of the half.
We got the Tiger mascot walking through the stands, waving at all the fans. That's always nice to see. The kids love that.
It is.
Let's see if we come up with a different plan for this 4th down. It is a little early. You know, we're on our own side of the field, so it'll be a gamble, but it is playoffs. You never know what can happen. So we'll see.
You know, even if you do a little wrinkle on this side, it is definitely early in the game, and you don't want to have to go to that level yet. You want everybody to come up and punch each other in the mouth with the running the ball.
But you also don't want to have their offense score again. But it's part of the game. Tavon Max, the long snapper, he sets up. Trace Selfridge is going to be Kendall's protector here. It is only 4th and 3. Kendall is going to punt that ball. He actually punted it on the laces, which is not normal. And that ball is going to drop all the way out at the 9-yard line. Another monster punt by Kendall Wright. That one is going to be a 46-yard punt.
I tell you, you're talking about punting it on the laces. It does. But once that ball comes off his foot, I don't think he knows exactly what it's going to do, and neither does the receiver.
And he couldn't have put it in a better spot. He kicked it away from the returner, and it rolled inside the 10.
Interesting tonight,
Pin them way
Tavon
back.
Mack is going to stay on the field. He is getting the start in the secondary. We talked to you about that in our pregame coverage, but the secondary looks a little bit different. Brian Ziegler, so Trey Blakeney, who we talked a lot about on the pregame show, he's back there with, you guessed it, Troy Haley. The pass is going to go to the outside. They are going to attack the secondary, and attack it they do. Pass is complete all the way to the 50-yard line. Marlboro County, Trey Blakeney's pass to number 2, Tremaine Ashford, goes all the way to the 50-yard line.
Trace definitely had to come up with some ground on that, chasing him down. That's another thing that we talked about on the pregame too, is keeping that containment on the sides. Don't let anybody get outside of the corners.
That was tough. Trey Blakeney still in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, and number 9, Troy Haley's going to be stuffed by none other than Nick Riley and DeAndre Caldwell. Troy Haley is tackled by number 12, Nick Riley, and number 21,
Nick Riley, that's who we talked about earlier. He's young, but he is an athlete.
And it's going to be 2nd down and 9, 6:32. You got a big play that happens like that, Matt, but you still have an opportunity to stop them, and it's going to be in shotgun again. We've got another timeout. Marlboro County is going to take another timeout. They're second of the half.
That's like Coach Fox said earlier this week, we got to eliminate those big plays. So if we can just forget about that long play, let's get some stops right here and get this ball back.
And you know, I kind of like Marlboro County having to take those 2 timeouts right after each other, because that means that they're not seeing what they thought they would see maybe.
Yeah. We're not even halfway through the first quarter, and they've already used 2. So hopefully we're giving them some confusion.
Let's go ahead and give a big round of applause for your
Well, that was an excellent job of keeping that running back inside, not letting him get around the end.
It definitely was.
2nd and 9 for the Bulldog offense.
Now as our defense comes back out, 2nd and 9 here.
Again, this is Matt Barfield color, Noel Pound color, Brady Henderson, your play-by-play voice of the Tigers, Trey Blakeney in shotgun. And he's going to double cadence, and then he's going to act like he's going to hand it to Troy, and he's actually going to throw it to Tremaine Ashford on the flat. Going to be tackled by Trey Selfridge at the 32-yard line, closest to us. That was a big.
That was that RPO.
18-yard play.
That RPO is one of the hardest things to defend, because you got to defend at least 3 people on one play.
And then you have to be extremely disciplined.
Yeah.
Because once you see the quarterback starting to run, you think he's giving it to the running back, then you're coming in to attack that running back, and then the quarterback tucks it in and then throws it out to the flats.
Trey Blakeney all by himself, 5 receivers out. Trey Blakeney's looking. He is a lefty, and he's going to throw it deep to a wide-open LaQuincy Leach. Pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, that was huge, because our defensive back didn't even look back to see where the ball was at, but luckily it was overthrown.
And that's one thing with our defensive backs that I've seen and we've talked about and everything too is, you know, even when they do run, they're not as fast as other teams, but they don't look back either.
Yeah, you gotta look back and find that ball.
Troy Haley's going to be back in the backfield with Trey Blakeney. They're driving on the 32-yard line, 2nd and 10 after a 1st down incompletion. The lefty's going to throw it high to number 15 across the field. Trey Selfridge with another tackle down to the 8-yard line. That one is complete to LaQuincy Leach. The pass before was not. That one is for Marlboro County, 1st down.
That was really a tremendous catch, because, I mean, he high-pointed that ball. If it was a little higher, we had a guy back there that could have picked it off, but he snatched it right out there.
Timeout, Tigers. This is their 2nd of the half.
Got to protect that red zone here.
So it's interesting. We're in the first quarter, and we're barely halfway through, and already both teams have taken 2 timeouts. Somewhat of a chess matchup of a game.
You know, I was about to say that, Brady.
Feeling each other out, you know?
Yeah.
I would assume.
I don't know much about chess, but I would say that's some chess match going on right
either.
there from the movies I've seen, right?
I'm sure you could beat me at chess.
I'm sure too, but yeah.
There you go.
We're not competitive at all over here.
No, not one bit.
Band's playing a lot tonight. That's good.
Yeah, I keep trying to listen for them because I don't want to play over them. And
Yeah, in addition to doing your broadcast tonight, we also do PA and fan experience in the stadium. Blakeney is back there with Troy Haley. It is going to be 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. And Blakeney's going to hand it. Nope, he's going to keep it himself to the right side of the field. He's going to be tackled by Tavon Mack and Brian Ziegler.
that was really good discipline by Tavon, staying in his position, hunkering down, waiting and seeing what the offense is going to run toward his side. Good open field tackle with him.
And for what I've seen so far, they like to run the outside. They don't like to run up the middle, so we've got to protect that perimeter.
But why would they not run to the outside with what we've put on film? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Blakeney's going to take
Gotta turn
the
around,
snap, and he's going to throw it, and that is going to be a touchdown to number 15, LaQuincy Leach.
Man, our defensive back have got to turn around, look for the ball. Especially that close to the end zone. You know he can't run that far before the ball is going to be thrown.
And then even being with the short field right there, he had a lot of room with that wide receiver being on the short field to the goal line.
And just like that, it's 12-0. The Bulldogs are going to go for 2 here. Trey Blakeney in the offense stays out. He takes a shotgun snap, and he's going to throw it again to number 15, and that 2-point conversion is going to be good. Brian Ziegler was no match there for number 15, LaQuincy Leach.
He's got to make some adjustments because, I mean, if you do that all night, it could be a long night. So we got to make some adjustments.
And I tell you, I saw Jarrell Wine coming over there and talking to him and, pumping him up, it looked like, telling him, hey, let's forget that play. Let's get to the next one.
I mean, it's a long game still. We just got to make some adjustments. We need to score on this next drive to keep it interesting.
It definitely has to be a scoring drive.
And we've shown we can run the ball. If it wasn't for just an overthrown pass, we still had a chance last drive. We just gotta get something going here.
And guys, I don't know if y'all hear it, but the Marlboro County band is loud, or is that just me?
No, it is. I actually thought it was our band over here.
Well,
and then I looked.
I mean, they cover half the stands over there, at least 1/3 of it.
Lee Best is going to kick it off for the Bulldogs. And DeAndre looks like he's back there deep. This kicker kicked it all the way to the 6-yard line last kickoff. Did miss a point after, but he seems to have a good leg. We've got to get something on this drive for the Tiger offense. And their band is dancing, playing, and pooch kick from Best. And that's not good. That is not good. Gavin Mack muffs the return, and it is returned by the Bulldogs, and they're going to set up shop on the 42-yard line. Oh, that's a tough one.
The defense came up big last week in the first half against Newberry. I would really like to see the defense come up here, get a good turnover, fumble return, or fumble recovery.
Yeah, that's 2 mistakes we've made on special teams that it's really hurt us so far.
Well, Jeremiah Waymyers is playing nose guard. Kevin Seitler is now there on the defensive side, and Trey Blakeney and Troy Haley and the rest of the Bulldogs of Marlboro County are out there. Again, this defense has got to be tired. Troy Blakeney in the shotgun. Number 2 is going to go in motion. The handoff is going to be given to Troy Haley, and DeAndre Caldwell and Tavon Mack on the tackle.
Well, as soon as I said something, they ran it up the middle. But it was a decent game. About 4 or 5 yards.
Definitely had a good lane going up, but Swansea definitely closed it up quick.
Well, Trey Blakeney's going to take this one. The lefty's going to throw it to number 2 on the screen pass, and William Geddes makes the tackle and tackles DeAndre Caldwell in the process. There is a flag on the play.
Tell you, these short passes, these backfield passes in the flats and everything, it's really confusing Swansea, it seems.
Yeah, and they got a lot of speed, so once they get it, they find the holes and
it doesn't
make us pay for it.
It doesn't take them any time to put that foot on the pedal with their speed that they have.
Well, luckily, that one won't count because it was holding on the offense.
William Geddes shows you right there why he has 6 scholarship offers to Division III institutions with a tackle when he was all the way on the other side of the field, tracks down, knows it's a slip screen, and comes down to tackle Tremaine Ashford.
We need that intensity all night.
We need something.
Yes.
14-0's our score, still in the first quarter. Trey Blakeney, the lefty, he's going to step back. He is going to roll to his left. He's going to throw a bomb to number 15.
Hey, that was good defense.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. Hartwell on the coverage.
But if he would have turned around, he could have picked it off. It hit him right in the middle of the back.
It did. Right above his behind is where it hit him at.
Man.
It was really close, not getting a pass interference with that.
But luckily, he didn't make too much contact. But if he would just turned around, it'd probably be 1st and 10 Swansea right now.
It definitely would have been.
Third down here. It's going to be 3rd and 9. We've got 4 minutes remaining.
Just got to watch that screen pass.
Ray Blakeney,
they've hurt us on it.
He is going
Looks
to
like
step
he's
back,
going
and he
deep.
has all day. And Tavon Mack is going to throw that ball away at the 25-yard line so that number 2, Tremaine Ashford, can't catch it. It's going to be 4th and 9. The Tiger defense stands tall.
That's the way for that defense to come up with Tavon Mack coming over there with the left hand up to get it on the ball and get it away from that receiver. That was a great coverage play right there. Good heads up. He was looking at the ball, Matt.
Now let's see if that defensive stand can fire up our offense to get something going.
Tavon Mack growing up tonight, making that play. Hasn't played a lot in the secondary this year, primarily as a long snapper. He does attend upper room student ministry at First Baptist from time to time.
He does, and I've talked to him a couple of times. Really good kid.
Best is going to be back to punt it. Trey Selfridge and DeAndre Caldwell. By the way, I saw Dante on the field for this play, but flags are on the field.
We'll see if we can back him up some.
And, okay. Yep. Flag on.
Delay a game.
Delay a game on the offense. That's going to push him back.
See if we can get this punt return and see if we can get some good field position to start this drive.
Marlboro County's band is loud. I'm probably going to say that all night, but they are. Tiger band trying to get into it now. Best is going to be a low snap, and he's not going to be able to punt it. Tavon Mack tries to get him. William Geddes comes to save the day and push the punter Lee Best out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Turnover on downs. Tiger offense set to take over at the 43-yard line.
We'll take that. That's better than a punt return. That's great field position.
That is. I don't know if that was a designed fake punt. It was a bad snap to the punter.
Yeah, I think if he tried to punt it, we were going to block it because our guy was right there at him. So I think he had no choice but to try to run it.
And that was a big step up for the special teams.
Yeah. Like Brady said, William Geddes, that speed, he covered a lot of ground to make sure he didn't get that first down.
A play like that can hype you up and set your offense on position. And, oh, yeah, by the way, we get the ball to start the second half. Don't forget that.
It's all about the momentum.
Looks like we got Dante Caldwell in the backfield now.
And Kendall Wright is in at quarterback, and it's a shotgun formation, 4 wide, and Kendall's going to roll to the right, and he's going to throw it. Oh, my goodness.
What a catch.
Jamison with a great catch in triple coverage down to the 39-yard line.
He threaded that through a needle.
I tell you, Kendall couldn't have made that pass any more close.
Jamison for another Swansea Tiger.
And we've talked about that, Kendall Wright rolling out to his left, shifting his hips around and getting into the ball. But, man, he throws it really good.
And usually for a right-hander, that's a difficult pass, but he makes it look easy.
He does.
I mean, Zyshawn Jamison, triple coverage, hasn't played in 3 games, catches a pass like that. What about that? And Kendall Wright's going to take it, and he's going to hand it to the senior, Dante Caldwell. And that's going to be about 4, well, maybe 3 yards, really.
It's all right. He's just getting warmed up. He just got in the game. He'll get it going.
The defense was definitely all over that at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Kendall Wright starting to feel a little bit better. Dante Caldwell sat out the first 8 minutes of the game, did not start the game. Don't speculate. We don't know. Kendall Wright and the Marlboro County Band. Dante Caldwell's going to go in motion to the left side of the field. Kendall Wright's going to throw it to the right side of the field to Gavin Mack, complete to the 25-yard line. Gavin Mack with a 15-yard reception.
That kid, to be a sophomore, he has got a cannon on him. He threw that on a laser.
He does. And not only a cannon, Matt, but an accurate cannon, right?
Yeah.
Throwing it right on spot where he
like
needs
a pretty
it
tight
at.
spiral as well.
And the Tiger offense is driving now. They're on the 26-yard line of the Bulldogs.
I'm telling you, when your defense makes a stop like that, it gets your offense fired up to want to score for them.
It definitely does,
Kendall's
that
going to be
momentum.
by himself in the backfield. 3 on the left side, 1 on the right, and the ball's going to go to number 22 for the Tigers, who is Logan O'Neal. One of his first touches of this season that we've covered. And that's going to be a tackle for loss by the Bulldogs. It is going to be 2nd and 12.
That looked like a little pop pass, and man, if he would have made that cut a second sooner, he had some room to go up the middle.
That defensive end had come past the line of scrimmage and sat in there and just caught him by one hand and was able to get him down.
Tigers lost 3 yards on that play. It's actually 2nd and 13. Kendall Wright is back there with Dante Caldwell, who's in at running back, and Kendall's going to roll to the right now. He is a right-hander, and he's going to throw that football, and it is complete to the 22-yard line. Catch was made by number 15, Terez James, and then pushed out of bounds right after completing the pass. It's going to be 3rd down.
Talk about Kendall having that on. I'm pretty sure he's the ace on the baseball team as well. So you got to have a strong arm to be an ace.
Yes, you do.
3rd and 7. Yeah, Kendall Wright is not only the number 1 pitcher, but he is also the shortstop. And Kendall Wright back there with Dante Caldwell. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now. They've got the football on the 22-yard line. Dante's going to go out in motion. Kendall's going to step back. They are going to throw it, and Kendall is going to zing it into Terez James down to the 4-yard line. 1st down, Tigers.
What a pass, what a catch.
Kendall Wright's pass is complete. The number 15, Terez
Coming into
James.
the post.
That's another Swansea Tiger.
2 defenders right there.
Down.
I'm telling you, he is threading that needle.
He is. You know, we hadn't seen him pass this much before, and goodness, why have we not?
And on the 4th-yard line, you're so right, Noel. The Tigers keep going down the field through the passing of the offense, and they've got Doug Bennett electric right now. Dante Caldwell is back there with Kendall, and he is going to get the ball. Dante is, and he's going to take that for a Swansea Tiger. Not a touchdown yet.
I think he's just short.
He's just short.
He's got to be on the half-yard line.
That was a hard run right there. The defensive line came in. Dante kept turning his feet to keep that momentum up and get a little bit more out of that run.
And we just got to cash in right here. Defense made a great stop. Our offense is looking good. Our crowd's into it. It's time to get back in this game.
It is. This is going to close out the first quarter. We're going to switch sides on the field. With a 2nd and 1.
It says the 1-yard line, but it's more like a half-yard line because he was right there. That's like talking to Coach Fox. We thought he was a wing T guy, but he likes to change it up per game. That way, the other team don't really know what to look for.
Yeah, definitely. And I like how they started out with Kendall up underneath center, and now they're pretty much staying in the shotgun. You know, that's half of the battle with the offense, right? Is confusing that defense. You have motion on an offense for a reason. You want to see what that defense is doing, and then you want to make them think that you're doing something, and then you go to somewhere else.
And I got to give credit on this drive. Our offensive line has played extremely well. We know last week they were getting pushed off the ball, but they have given Kendall plenty of time to make those great throws.
You're completely right about that. They're staying on their guys. They're going to that second level and getting those blocks in. And then even, I know on the play before that one, saw Dante over there, you know, you got a back that can run. Well, he was showing he can block too, and had Kendall plenty of time to make that pass.
Yeah, because that defensive end was coming hot, but all he had to do was hit him a little bit to give Kendall time to roll out and make that great pass.
Here we go.
Let's see if we can punch it in.
Looks like the wing tee, doesn't it, Matt? On the side
Oh, yeah.
closest to the concession stand.
It's like a quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeper, Kendall Wright. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown, Kendall Wright. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown, Kendall Wright.
Now that's how you respond after your defense makes a big stop. You score.
Yes,
We haven't had a touchdown call all night for the Tigers, but that one feels pretty good. 1 yard run by Kendall Wright on the quarterback keeper, Figueroa, to attempt the point after. Gavin Mack is the holder. Tavon Mack, no relation, is the long snapper.
That was actually our first touchdown in 2 weeks.
Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick
It was low.
screeches by, but it's good. Figueroa's kick is good.
It doesn't got to be pretty as long as it goes in.
That's all that matters. Above that bottom and in between the two uprights.
That's right. It's all the same on the stat sheet.
Yes, it is.
That's a make.
You know what you call a doctor that makes a 70 on his last exam?
That's right.
You call him doctor.
That's right.
That's kind of scary, isn't it?
It is. It's scary, but I mean,
You don't want your doctor barely pass it, right?
as long as he knows the bare minimum.
Well, what about your preacher? What if your preacher makes bad grades in seminary, right?
Well, he doesn't tell everybody.
Yeah,
so
you don't
know.
share that information.
Guys, I hadn't made a C in a long time, or a B.
We know that because you would stress out if you made a bad
Oh,
grade.
yeah.
As much studying and everything as you do.
I appreciate that from the guy who thinks I work 2 days a week. Appreciate it, Noel.
No, your calling's 2 days.
Yeah, that's a calling, not a job. You've told us that on
Okay,
Sundays.
okay. If you don't have a church to go to, we'd love to have you at First Baptist Gaston.
Now, I say if you got kids, we have a wonderful youth ministry. As a matter of
Yes.
fact, Noel is a youth leader.
I am one of them that they sucker up there with the youth group, but no, I love it. We have a bunch of good kids up there, and I tell you, from the youth group all the way down to the littler kids, it's a great atmosphere.
Figueroa is going to kick it off, and that's actually going to go out of bounds, which is going to result in a penalty flag. So that means that the Bulldogs will start on the 35-yard line.
And I wonder if that was intentional, considering what happened the last time we kicked off to him.
I didn't look. Where was Figueroa set up at? Was he in the middle of the field or one of the hash marks?
Looked like he was towards the left hash and kind of curled it out of bounds.
Excuse me, the ball's on the – well, the officials are going to have to meet and talk.
I can't even remember what it is in high school. Is it the 35-yard line when it's out
They're
of bounds?
going to re-kick.
Oh, I guess they have that option.
They had the option.
That's
They're going
true.
to take the option because they have a dangerous return man back there. Number 14, Krishawn Smith, who took that one to begin the game all the way back for an opening score. By the way, we're playing under a full moon, so you guys know what that means, right?
The freaks come out at night?
No, it means anything can happen.
Oh, sorry.
Especially when it's football in the first round of the 3A state playoffs here live in Swansea at the historic Doug Bennett Stadium. Figueroa is going to re-kick.
And I'll say this weather for tonight is perfect. It's a little chilly, but, that's what you want in football weather.
And, with Figueroa kicking off, he just now came up to the football team.
Yeah, halfway through the season, this is going to be a squib kick. They don't want it going to Smith. It is going to go to Leighton Chavis, the linebacker, and he's going to take it, and he's just not going to stop turning his feet. He's knocked out of bounds at the Tiger 48-yard line. Your defense is going to set up shop at the 48-yard line.
I tell you, even with 4 Tigers on his back, he still made 5-6 yards after first contact.
Hey, but we'll take it because last time they took it all the way, so.
We'll stop them in there and get a chance, right?
The way our defense looked at last drive, if they can do the same thing, get that offense back on the field.
And let Kendall Wright sling it again.
I'm telling you, I haven't seen him pass this efficiently all year. Because
He's throwing it hard, too. I mean, he's zipping it, you know what I mean? Number
Oh, yeah.
2 is going to be in motion, Tremaine Ashford. Trey Blackney is going to roll to the right of the field. He's a lefty, and he's going to launch it to a wide open number 18, who is LeBryce Purvis, catches Blackney's 48-yard pass for the touchdown. J-Ron Hartwell nowhere to be found on the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That was definitely a blown assignment because he didn't have anybody around him for 5-10 yards.
Well, J-Ron must have had a different thought in his head.
Yeah, it looks like they're talking about it, seeing whose man that was supposed to be.
Is somebody talking to J-Ron? Where is J-Ron is the question.
Yeah, he's out there. I think P.J. Larry was talking to him a little bit.
And there's a flag on the play.
So it had to be a missed assignment. Got a legal substitution? Oh, yeah, we had 12 guys on the field.
Definitely can't do that. 11 on 11.
2-point conversion. Trey Blakeney back there with Troy Haley. I would guess they'd give it to him. That's not going to happen. Trey Blakeney's going to throw it to the back of the end zone to number 15, LaQuincy Leach, who made that look really easy. 2 points are good. It's Bulldogs 22, Tigers 7.
Our corners have got to turn around and look for that ball, or that's going to kill us all night.
It is. I mean, you know, that's a difficult thing as a corner when you're running with somebody, especially if you're not as fast as them maybe. But you have to be disciplined enough that if you are looking at that receiver and that receiver's eyes start to get big, you need to turn around because the ball is coming toward him.
And Marlboro County has seen we're not looking back for the ball, so they're going to attack us in those areas probably all night now. We got to make an adjustment. It's all right, though. We got to respond right here. Got DeAndre Caldwell back there for the kick, to return the kick.
As I talked with Coach Fox this week, and I watched film myself, Lee Best has a cannon of a leg, the kicker from Marlboro County, but they don't always let him boot it. The one time he did boot it tonight, it went down the 6-yard line. Other than that, they've been pooch kicks. Lee Best, tonight definitely has a different atmosphere. I think you'd agree. Best kick is going to be a touchback. What a bomb of a kick there. DeAndre had no shot at it.
I think that is the first kickback I've seen this year.
Probably so.
Yeah.
In our region, not many guys other than Silver Bluff. J.J. Britton was their kicker.
And having a good kicker is crucial, whether you need to kick a field goal to win a game or to pin the other team back and to have bad field position.
All right,
Definitely.
80 yards is a long way to go. Tigers set up shop on their own 20-yard line. Kendall Wright's back there. They are in the spread. DeAndre's back there with him. 2 receivers on either side. Kendall's got the snap a little muffled there. It's going to go to DeAndre, and then it's going to go absolutely nowhere. Tackle is made by number 34, Jamari Williams.
That one little hesitation can be a difference in a play. He had to stop just for a split second. It messed the whole play up.
Then 34 coming in from the inside linebacker position. Nobody touching him to knock him off route, so he had a straight shot.
Kendall Wright's going to come out, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. No gain on the previous play. And Kendall Wright's going to take that snap. Number 34 comes through untouched to rush Kendall, but still is the pass complete. It is said.
He's saying incomplete.
The side judge is saying incomplete, but it looked complete by Therese James. Kendall Wright shaking his head, not sure if he agrees, and I don't think we do either, but guess what? We're not wearing the zebra stripes. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
If only high school had instant replay like college does, because I seen a great catch with a toe drag. But you got to go what's called on the field.
I tell you, Kendall Wright had to get that pass out a little bit quicker than he wanted to. Also, they had a blitz coming in on him.
Yeah, 34 came in untouched again.
Wonder whose assignment that is. He's blitzing out of the linebacker. DeAndre Caldwell in motion. Kendall's going to throw it fast, intended for Trey Selfridge on the screen. Falls incomplete. They look defeated right now, guys.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage we have of not having a lot of depth is we got guys on offense and defense that basically play the whole game. So that fatigue is going to set in the longer this game goes on.
And it wears you out quick, a lot quicker than you think. You know, even as young as these guys are, they still have a limit also.
Oh, yeah.
Kendall Wright's back to punt. Hasn't been cleared by the referee yet. And there it goes. Trey Selfridge in protection. Kendall Wright is going to kick it. And that one definitely found the finger of a Bulldog, but it touched a Bulldog.
Yes, it
and
did.
It looks like the Tigers of Swansea have recovered, and the recovery is made by number 22, Logan O'Neal, and the Tigers are going to set up shop.
We'll take that. We'll take anything we can get.
Hey, it's those kicks that Kendall does. He doesn't know where the ball's going to go every time, and the ball doesn't know either, and the ground doesn't know, so it makes crazy bounces once it hits.
And I think it might have clipped that kid's cleat just enough.
Well, we'll take it.
Yes, indeed.
As I told you, a full moon tonight in Swansea, South Carolina. You're listening to the Swansea Tiger Sports Network, play-by-play, 10 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. Kendall Wright's back there. There are three receivers on the side closest to us, and Kendall's going to run that side, and they're blocking for him, and he's running hard. Could have been even more, but he's tripped up on the play down the 44-yard line.
If he could have got through that, he might have went all the way.
Kendall Wright on the 6-yard
He definitely had some room in front of him.
Well, you mentioned that, Matt. So when you say that, and you correct me if I'm wrong, does that not make it seem as if Swansea is still in this if just a few plays go our way? And that's not just looking at the past, but it's also looking at what's to come in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we had the mishap on special teams and then a blown assignment. We are much in this game. We just got to keep the offense on the field, burn some clock, but we got to score.
Kendall Wright's by himself. Syshawn Jamison goes in motion. Kendall is going to fake it to him and keep it. And he saw daylight, but gets tripped up by number 52. These Bulldogs are fast. Patrick Williams Jr. on the stop.
That was a fast attack by 52 coming up and getting Kendall on the ankles and wrapping both of those legs up.
And we know he had a leg injury a couple weeks ago, so I'm still wondering if he's fully 100%.
I've been told off the record that he's 90%.
Well, 90%
Braddock's in there
for him is
Daniel
100%
Braddock's
for other people. So
Daniel Braddock's in, so you know what this is going to look like. This is probably going to go to DeAndre or Braddock, and whistles.
Looks like we're taking our final timeout.
Timeout taken by Swansea. This is our last of the half.
I wonder if that was more of a give Kendall a few more seconds to get ready. Yeah, it looks like he's going back in there, so that was planned.
We take this timeout break to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by West Columbia Dental, and Dr. Cope is the dentist there, and if you're looking for a great dentist who's going to brighten your smile and straighten your teeth, you need to go to him, West Columbia Dentist. They are sponsoring tonight's broadcast, and if you want to sponsor you or your business, contact us at Swansea Tigers Sports Network at gmail.com. You can email me, Brady, and I'll get to you.
And I tell you, talking about Brant, I don't say it just because he's my cousin, but I really do enjoy going to the dentist there. Their whole staff and everything is just wonderful.
Appreciate those guys at West Columbia Dentist. And it's going to be 3rd and 4. Braddock still in at quarterback and sophomore running back DeAndre Caldwell. It is 3rd and 3.
They must have changed their mind because I saw Kendall in the huddle.
Daniel Braddock is going to throw the ball, and he is going to throw it. And it's almost intercepted. Senior quarterback threw it where 3 Bulldogs were and 1 Tiger who is Syshawn Jamison, and it's going to be 4th and 3. And now Kendall Wright's back on the field. Guys, y'all got to break that down for me. Kendall Wright is on a passing streak right now, and I don't understand that one.
It had to be. He was maybe tweaked up a little bit. Coach Fox didn't want him to go out there maybe.
Yeah, and for Daniel Grady, I mean, that was his first throw. We don't know how warm he is. So, I mean, it just wasn't a good play.
Kendall Wright's punt is another good one. That one's going to go down to the 22-yard line.
And that's tough as a quarterback coming in. You hadn't been playing the game. You come in, your first play is a pass. You know, you can sit over here on the sideline and throw all game, but it just doesn't compare to getting in on that live action and throwing the pass then.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes it just takes time to get in the flow of things. And right now, Kendall's in his flow of things, and that's just unfortunate for Braddock. We'll just see what our defense can do here. We need a big stop. Got to get our DBs to look back at the ball.
Well, we've definitely got a change on our side, DB.
So 22-yard line is where the Bulldogs of Marlboro County will set up. Trey Blackney is back there with Troy Haley, the senior running back. The sophomore lefty is going to roll to his right. Jamarie Jones is going to flush him out. And that ball is thrown out incomplete. Good pressure there by Jamarie Jones.
And I'll tell you, I was looking at Logan O'Neal, who is our corner right now. He was staring at the quarterback the whole time he was going back. And it shows you right there, if the quarterback sees you're watching him, he's not going to try to make that throw.
Definitely not. And then the corner is watching that receiver coming out. They're right there with him. The quarterback is looking, hoping that corner breaks away so he can throw it. And if he doesn't have time, then it happens what just did. He has to throw it away.
Blackney's going to be back there again with Troy Haley. He's got three receivers on the right side. He's looking that way. He's going to pass it to Troy Haley, who gets about 5 yards on the play. Tackle was made by number 14, Jarrell Wine.
And that's part of that. They got outside the cornerback.
Yeah, those short passes, they can really hurt you. Our guys are playing off the ball way too far.
Again.
They're definitely playing a cover three. They don't want to get.
Third down on the play. It's 3rd and 5. Trey Blakeney is going to keep it himself. He's going to run. He's being pressured by the senior, William Geddes. He's going to go back to the other side. There is a flag on the play. Jeremiah Waymeyers, the freshman, knows. He just took one for the team. There's 2 flags on the play. Looked like number 72 is talking to the ref. Matt, you sort this one out.
So it looks like we got a hold on offense, and luckily, we know it's on offense, but we made him throw it out of bounds. But looks like 72, he might get a penalty for trying to talk to the ref.
The white hat's going to go talk to Coach Fox. We'll know quickly based on Coach Fox's reaction. It must be okay. And Brad Coleman, the defensive coordinator, is clapping.
Anytime there's a flag, you still want to try to make a play because you just never know if it's on offense or defense.
So they went ahead and declined the penalty. That brings up 4th down. Is that 4th and 7? 4th and
It was like 4th and 5. And we know they got athletes on the field, so we got to watch for a fake. I know they're on their own side of the field, but you just never know. And they got a guy in motion right now.
Lee Best is back there. He's kind of been busy.
Oh, he's passing.
Yeah,
He's
passing it.
I saw it coming. They made the play.
Krishwan Smith on the catch. William Geddes saw it and just couldn't do anything there.
Yeah, he was there. Just receiver had strong hands and squeezed it.
You know, Matt, like you were saying, you know, with the defense playing back, the corners playing back and everything, if they were up a little bit more, they could get that push on the receiver and knock them off the rhythm a little bit.
Trey Blackney, they've got, I mean, you called that, Matt. You called that. Number 2, Ashford is in motion. Looks like the ball's coming to him. Trey Blackney says, no, I'm going to sling it to number 18, LeBryce Purvis, who was wide open. Pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, on special teams, you always got to be ready for anything. I mean, they sent a guy in motion. That's not usually normal on just a regular punt. So you just got to be ready for anything.
Trying to confuse the defense, right? The coverage.
Yep.
I was a fingertip away from being a 30-yard gain. Trey Blackney. Troy Haley's going to go to his right side. He is a left-hander quarterback. Number 2 is just going to take a little pop pass. And we thought the Tigers had it. but he's going to get 2 yards. There is a flag thrown very late. Trey Selfridge on the tackle. Flag on the play.
Tell you, that was the running back got popped first, spun off, and then the Tiger defense just kept going to the ball and was able to get him down.
He's a slippery back. We've got to make sure we hold on to him.
Face mask.
Oh, that hurts. We can't give them any help.
No, definitely not.
Got to take them right past midfield. Great field position.
You know, we talk about that momentum. You know, we want to keep that momentum on Swansea's side.
Trey Blackney on the 49-yard line after that 15-yard face mask penalty.
And they might try to take a shot right here.
Trey Blackney is going to throw it to number 15. That pass is complete, and that's going to be a Bulldog first down. Zyson Jamison able to trip up number 15, LaQuincy Leach.
The cornerbacks look like they were giving them a lot of space on that play, Matt.
Yeah, and when you play that far back, that's an easy 5-yard pass every time. You've got to play up a little bit.
First and 10.
Don't think they're just going to outrun you every time.
Trey Blackney's going to hand it to Troy Haley. And right up the middle, William Geddes is going to make, no, Jarrell Wine is going to make the tackle. Troy Haley on the carry, tackle made by number 14, Jarrell Wine.
Tell you what, Jarrell Wine and William Geddes in there. They're blocking up
Second and
those holes.
7. Trey Blakeney is going to hand it off to Troy Haley. Again, he's going to run behind his tackles and get close to a first down.
You know, we talk about football being a game of inches. Waymeyer was in position, went for the running back's feet, and just couldn't hold him long enough
Okay,
to get that tackle.
it's third down, 3rd and 1. It's 3rd down.
It's short yards, but we got to watch for a long play right here. Catch us
Trey
off guard.
Blakeney is going to hand it off Troy Haley. That's going to be a Bulldog first down and then some. Nick Riley on the tackle. Marlboro County first down, tackle made by number 12, Nick Riley.
And that was one of those straight up the middle.
Yep. They're definitely showing us some different things. Just outside the red zone. Defense got to stand strong right here.
Trey Blakeney, first down and 10. Number 2, Tremaine Ashford's going to go in motion. Ball's handed off to Troy Haley. William Geddes on the tackle. Shows you how strong he is there.
He stopped him right in his tracks.
Tackle made by William Geddes.
That's good with William getting off of his block, coming in on him, working his way to the ball, and then handling it when the ball was coming toward him.
They've ran it up the middle a few times here. We got to watch for this pass now, because when you get running yards, it sets up the pass.
And we haven't seen their backup running back, Krishawn Smith. We've seen him as a receiver, but not as a tailback. Trey Blakeney. There he is. Krishawn Smith is going to get the pass, and he is going to shrug off Jarrell Wine's tackle, and Nick Riley's going to have to push him out of bounds. But that's not before Marlboro County is going to get a first down as number 14 runs all the way up the hill on the other side of the field.
Man, we had him in the backfield too.
Jarrell Wines had him back there and just wasn't able to completely wrap up on him and get him down. Looks like a 3rd and short is what they're giving them.
Excuse me, 3rd and short.
See if they run it up the middle again.
3rd and short, Trey Blakeney is going to hand it to Krishawn Smith.
Oh, he tripped up.
He tripped, but he definitely got the first down. Jeremiah Waymyers thought he had him. First down, Marlboro County.
And you know,
First down, Marlboro County.
we're really fortunate that he did trip up because he had a lane in front of him that was wide open to the goal line.
First and goal.
Got to become a stone wall right here.
Troy Haley's back there now, and they do have a kicker, guys, so keep that in mind. They're definitely in field goal range from what we saw in warm-ups. Troy Haley's going to take that, and he is absolutely picked up and stuffed by Trey Selfridge. Seeing a lot of passion there on the play. Trey sitting happy. He's a team guy. He does not want to be losing right now.
And Trey does not want to get hit. He wants to lay a hit on somebody. And he comes in from that safety position. laying the smack down.
I'm not the statistician on the crew, obviously, but I think Trace has got quite a few tackles. Trey Blakeney is going to take the snap, hand it off to Troy Haley. Tigers are bending, but they're not breaking yet. William Geddes and Trey Selfridge on the tackle. Troy Haley on the carry. Tackle made by
Right here's where that
Geddes,
defensive
Trey
line
Selfridge.
fights off their blocks, gets in those gaps so the running back can't get
It's
into
third
AB gap.
down. Let's hear you, Tiger fans.
Definitely don't let them in the C gap around.
It's the first time I've messed up tonight.
It's all good.
Oh, sorry, guys. Trey Blakeney gives it to Troy Haley. I'm thinking he was
they
stuffed,
scored.
but they are going to call a touchdown. Touchdown,
It
Bulldogs.
was a great effort, whoever made that tackle. Because he was running with a head of steam, and he got stopped, but he was just across the goal line.
Touchdown, Marlboro County.
And Brady, you were asking, Trace and Geddes both have 5 tackles already for the night.
Are they leading right now? Leading the team?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And the bad thing is we really like Trace and everything, but we don't want him.
Trey Blakeney's going to throw it for a 2-point conversion at the back, and that Gavin Mack is proud of that, but I don't know. Number 15 was close on making that catch. 2-point conversion, no good. Our score, 28, Marlboro County. Swansea 7, 3:20 left in the first half. You guys were talking earlier about over 15 times. You guys thought I might mess up with the PA, and it's only one, and we're in the second quarter. I'm proud of that.
Hey, there's always improvement.
We have to set it high. That way when you go low, it's really good.
That's right. And anytime Brady messes up, we like to give him a hard time about it.
Because I'm a perfectionist.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you are. So is the band going to play?
All right, let's see if our offense can respond right here and score to go into the half. We get the ball to start the second half, so we can. There's still a chance. We have time, but we just have to control the line of scrimmage and score right here.
But we have to capitalize.
Yes.
That's been a theme all season that we haven't always done that. We said it was going to hurt us if we got into a playoff run, which we're trying to start tonight. Winner of this game takes on the winner of Oceanside Collegiate and Georgetown. Best kick goes all the way to the 2-yard line. Logan O'Neill's going to watch it hit the end zone. In high school, you might know this. If it touches the end zone at all, it's automatically a touchback. Tigers will set up shop on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
And, even if the night doesn't go how we want, we just got to give credit to Coach Fox because 2 years ago, this team didn't win a single game. So some of these kids, this is their first year playoff experience, second year playoff experience. We're heading in the right direction.
That's definitely true. And there's so many underclassmen.
Kendall Wright is going to be back there with Dante Caldwell. He's going to roll, he's going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete, almost intercepted by number 6, Marion Ray. What a play. Therese James was the intended receiver.
I definitely think Marlboro County's been studying their film and everything.
Yeah, and I don't like that kind of play where he rolls right and has to throw it all the way back across the field. That ball's in the air for a long time.
And there's a lot of speed on that defensive back group. They can really get to that ball fast.
Yeah, because if he was a step sooner, that would have been 6 for Marlboro County.
Kendall Wright all by himself. William Geddes in at tight end. First time he's been in at tight end tonight. Do want to let you know that Newberry is handling Ainer in the second quarter, 28-14. Delay of game on the offense. We don't need that. It'll be 2nd and 15.
We can't be beating ourselves like this.
Those are simple middle mistakes that we cannot let happen.
So we got a long way to go, but we got plenty of time. We just got to take care of the ball, and we got to get some yards here.
Kendall Wright is by himself. Keenan is in a dogfight with Orangeburg Wilkinson, 13-12 right now. And Kendall Wright's going to step back all the way to his own end zone. Gavin Mack is going to catch the ball, but there is a flag on the play.
And from what I was seeing on Kendall's left side over there, it probably is going to be a holding. Marlboro County's defensive end was coming with a full head of steam around that line, heading right toward.
It's almost like we need to bring one of our receivers in and just keep him behind the line to be an extra man to throw a block.
And I definitely see, Coach Fox is spreading the offense. We spread the offense, and that means the defense gets spread also. We just got to take account for the speedy backs that they have.
Well, they must have declined the penalty.
3rd and 16. Dante's going to go in motion. Kendall's going to have to throw it. Throw it he will to Dante in the flat. It's going to be the 20-yard line. That's not going to be enough. Get you back to the original where you started.
And, I know it's easy for us to say up here, but goodness, man, I think that was another time where Kendall had some green space in front of him.
Yeah.
Where he may have been able to make a few more yards out of that play.
Which I'm sure some of that comes with his youth. He's only a sophomore. He's got plenty of time to grow and fix those kind of mental errors.
Isn't that so exciting, him being a sophomore?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now that sophomore you're talking about is going to punt again, his 4th punt of the evening. That's going to go over Troy Haley's head, and Troy's actually going to decide to pick it up, and Landon Cunningham can't get him down. Matthew Padgett in there. Host of Tigers make the tackle. Bulldogs are going to get the ball back with 2:42 to go. It's 28-7 on the Swansea Tiger Sports Network.
The returner for that, he was looking at the ball, saw Swansea coming down, and for him to pick it up, that's one of those low-hanging fruits that you want somebody to just come in there and rock it, so he isn't thinking about that option next time.
Yeah. That was a very risky play.
Looks like they got a holding also, Marlboro County did, on the return.
We'll take that. All right, let's see if our defense can make a stop here, a quick stop, so we have a little bit of time left, see if we can go score. But we have to make a stop.
Tiger fans, let's get behind this defense. Tiger fans aren't as enthusiastic as they were earlier. They haven't had a lot to cheer about. Silver Bluff is defeating North Charleston in the second quarter 7-0. As Trey Blakeney's pass is going to be complete to Tremaine Ashford, and that is going to be a screen pass, first down all the way 41-yard line. Tavon Mack on the tackle.
The screen pass is really hurting us.
Injured Bulldog on the play.
Looks like Ashford. Ashford's down.
It doesn't matter who you're playing or what you think about the other team or anything. It's never good seeing one of these young men out here laying on the ground hurt. You never want to see that.
Yeah, because as competitive as we can get, these are still kids, and this is still just a game.
It is. I know what Brady and Coach Fox this week on the pregame show. They were talking about multiple sports and everything, kids playing multiple sports, and that's one of the things Coach Fox said is, it's great for kids to play sports because it teaches them winning, and then it also teaches them losing.
Oh, yeah.
And good sportsmanship and everything with the whole concept of playing sports.
Well, just to let you guys know, Silver Bluff beating North Charleston 7-0 second quarter. Fox Creek trailing Dillon 35-0. Newberry 28-14 over Ainer. And Keenan is in a battle with Orangeburg Wilkinson 12-13 with Orangeburg with a 1-point lead. Clock is running. It's 28-7 as our score. Marlboro County is far from over. Full moon. Leighton Chavis, who plays primarily linebacker, is in motion on wide receiver on offense. And, oh, my goodness, Logan O'Neill comes up and makes a huge play on number 18, LeBryce Purvis. What a play by Logan O'Neill. He's a little bit shaken up. Break that one down, Matt. What a play.
Yeah, his eyes were in the back for the whole time. He seen where that ball was coming, and he made a break on it. And if he was a step sooner, that would have been a pick. But overall, great play.
That could have. And, man, I mean, we say stuff and hear stuff and everything, and then once you see it, it makes a difference. Corners looking at the quarterback.
Trey Blakeney's going to step back. He's going to throw it. Well, no, he's going to keep running around, being chased by William Geddes, and P.J. Larry's going to come up, and he's just going to have to throw that one out of bounds, intended for Leighton Chavis. Tiger defense really got after him. We're starting to see some of that passion again, guys, from the linebackers.
That was great coverage in the secondary because he ran back and forth on each side of the field for a while, so to keep that coverage was excellent.
I mean, what was that, about 8 seconds he was back there running around? And for the defensive backs to stay on their receivers.
Yeah, because defensive back is probably one of the hardest positions in football because it wears you out.
Third down here for the Bulldogs of Marlboro County. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Trey Blakeney back there with Troy Haley, senior running back and a sophomore quarterback. The lefty's going to take it. He's going to step back, and he's going to throw it. And that catch is going to be completed. Jeez. Number 15, LaQuincy Leach on the reception.
For Quincy to get that, it does show his athletic ability. Man, we just hate seeing that.
1st and 10.
It looked like Geddes had a bead on him. He was hunting him down. But Marlboro County was just able to get an open guy.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Trey Blakeney in the shotgun as he has been all night. He's going to hand it off to Troy Haley. Ref has to get out of the way and actually helped and provided a block as Troy Haley is going to get all the way down to the 23-yard line. Tackle was made by Trey Selfridge, his 6th of the evening. Troy Haley on the carry, tackle made. Number 4, Trey
That one really hurt.
That did, and that's that misdirection, right?
Yep.
Troy Haley's going to get it again, and he's down 10-yard line, taken down to the 5 by Trey Selfridge.
And that was the same exact play as the play before.
But that was a strong run. He ran with a head of steam there as Jeremiah Jones and P.J. Larry sub in for the Tigers.
Like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Troy Haley on the carry, tackle made by Trey Selfridge.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they run it here again because we haven't been able to stop it yet.
Carter Young's also playing a lot of defensive tackle tonight.
Flag on the play.
Another legal substitution.
Tell you, these subs coming off the field, they've got to run off the field.
Yeah, I think what the problem is we're having 12 men in the huddle, and that's when you get the flag.
Trey Blakeney's back there. He's going to take it. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw the football. Caught low, but it's a touchdown. Number 15, LaQuincy Leach, dragging DeAndre Caldwell into the end zone.
And that's a lot of space for the corners on the receivers right there at the 3-yard line they were at, 4-yard line.
Yeah, when you're backed up that far, you don't give them space. You gotta press them.
It almost seems like they're staying in the cover 3 on the goal line.
I'm going to let you guys talk for a few minutes during halftime and tell us a little bit about the adjustments that you think might need to be made for us to be able to make it competitive in the second half. It is 34 now. It'll be 35 possibly. Yep, 35-7. Best kick is good.
And, one of the biggest things is I look at Swansea, and, these guys, they could still be in the game right here. They're still in the game. They've got to put in their head that they're still in the game. Go out there, execute. This is definitely not a time to be throwing in any hats or anything like that. Get out there.
Yeah, because, you can score in bunches. You just got to, like Brady said, it's a full moon. Anything can happen. We can create some turnovers. We need some quick scores. Let's make this thing a ball game. Looks like we got about just over a minute left in the half. See if we do like a hurry-up offense. See if we can score before we go to the break.
I don't know about you. I haven't seen us do a hurry-up offense all year. Am I incorrect in that?
No, I think you're right, but I feel like with being
now's the time to bring
playoff
it out.
football, I hope that's something they practiced
I
sometime this week.
guess what I'm saying is I hope that's in the bag. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The bag of tricks. Lee Best set to kick it off. Either way, we've had a fun first half. We're going to be here for the second half no matter what happens, but we've had fun bringing this one to you. From the 40-yard line, Lee Best is going to boot it. And believe it or not, Logan O'Neill's going to catch it at the 2-yard line. He's going to take it all the way down to the 21-yard line as he is met by Majay McCoy, who is making his presence known to the Tiger ball carriers. Tiger offense is going to set up shop at the 21-yard line.
Tell you, once I saw him catch that ball right at the goal line, in my head I was thinking, man, why did you let it go into the end zone? But he came out, and he came out running. He came out with a purpose.
And we ended up a yard better than a touchback, so
Yeah.
we'll take any yards we can get. This is the time where using those 2 timeouts early is going to hurt because we've only got 1 left with only 1:11 left in the half.
Kendall goes back up underneath the center.
So we're doing the wing T, and DeAndre Caldwell's going to get down the 32-yard line. We were, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I wouldn't call that 2-minute offense from the wing T, but maybe they know something we don't.
Hey, this is that hurry up. They're going up.
Still in the wing T, 55 seconds.
That was a false start.
Kendall Wright is going to hand DeAndre, but that's a false start.
Yeah, we saw that. That's the thing about being in a hurry up, though. You still got to get set and do your assignments, and you got a little too antsy right there.
And then with the offense being right in front of both bands, really, there's a band on either side of them.
False start on the offense. It'll be first down.
You get your big guys on the outside, they may not be able to hear as well.
Yeah. And I don't know about high school, but would that be a 10-second runoff, or they don't do that?
They don't do that in high school, but
Okay.
yeah, it would be in college.
Yeah, okay. I thought so.
That or you'd use a timeout.
Yeah, which we can't afford to do that. But
Kendall Wright under center. Another whistle.
Timeout.
Timeout taken by Marlboro County. Timeout. Marlboro County. 37.8 seconds to go. Our score 35-7.
So let's see what Kendall and the crew can do with this 37.8 seconds left in the half. Coach Fox is probably down there telling them, hey, guys, we got this. Let's do what we're supposed to do. Let's do our assignments and take it into the half. Be nice to see a long breakaway right here.
yeah, and you know, wing T has worked very well for us this season. So we'll see if we start seeing a little bit more of that in the second half.
And a wing T set up, I mean, there's so many options that the offense can do.
37 seconds. Kendall Wright under center. DeAndre is going to be in motion, and Trey Selfridge is going to get the football. And one of those breakaways had the potential there, but the Bulldogs just break through the blocks, and Trey Selfridge is going to get down the 42-yard line. It will be 2nd and 3.
The clock's running, 21.
Trey Selfridge on the carry.
Hurry up offense coming in. They did a huddle, a quick break huddle.
Clock's still running. Kendall Wright's taking his sweet time. Now it's under 10 seconds. DeAndre goes in motion, and Kendall is going to throw it, but nobody's down the field to throw it to. There seems to be a miscommunication here. Kendall's just going to have to take it himself down the 38-yard line, and that's going to be our half. Kendall Wright throws the ball in disgust. He is not happy.
That seems definitely like a broken assignment right there because Kendall had nobody to throw
Kendall's
it to.
wanting to talk to the referee. Willie Fox is now talking to the referee, and Tigers just need to take it to the half, take it to the locker room. Referees are meeting on the 40-yard line. That's our half. Marlboro County, 35.
Yeah, that's not really the play we wanted to end the half, but
But I tell you, the guys, even though it is 35-7,
Tiger fans.
there's still plenty of time in this game for Swansea to come out and do what they know what to do. They've been playing really tough this first half. There's been some mental mistakes. There's been some special teams mistakes. We clean those off, then this is a totally different game right now going into the half.
And we've seen our defense make some stops. If we can just get a few more of those together, our offense has to get it going as well.
They do. And I know Brady doesn't like seeing Kendall under center, but, man, I like that. There's just so much that the offense can run out of that setup and just confuse the defense, because we definitely want to get those linebackers. We want to freeze those. We want them to make them think that it's a run play, and then Kendall come out and throw it down the field. And like you were saying before, with that, you get the run going, and then that opens up the pass, right?
Yep.
It kind of seems like Swansea, like we were getting the pass going to try to open up the run.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the second half. But, like, going from under center is really a lost art these days in high school and college. So you don't see it very often unless you're primarily like a wing T offense. But they do it very well. Always having somebody in motion, it really confuses the defense.
It does. They don't know what to do. They don't know who to read. Their read is doing one thing, and getting that good fake on the play actions and everything really takes its toll on the defense.
Well, before we take a break for half, we'll bring you the second half here in a few moments. Just to recap a little bit, of course, Marlboro County comes out with an early lead through a special teams touchdown. That's been a common problem for the Tiger defense on special teams all season long. What are the adjustments that you think need to be made in the second half, Matt?
Well, first of all, we got to do better on special teams, because for them to take the opening kickoff was just a gut punch. And then also, we did a little bit better towards the end of the first half, but our DBs had to keep their head on a swivel. And also, we got to contain that perimeter, but also we got to close the gaps in the middle, because that last drive, they were running right through the middle, sometimes even untouched, until they got about 6-8 yards. So hopefully our defenses know that, and they'll go make some adjustments.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to bring us to the halftime of tonight's game. We're going to take a quick break here. Don't forget, West Columbia Dentist is where you can make sure that you go and get your teeth clean, get them straight, and get what you need done by Dr. Cope and his friendly staff at West Columbia Dentist, who is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of the Swansea Tiger Sports Network. That is our first half broadcast. We'll see you just in a few minutes for the third quarter. Are you ready to discover your best smile? Visit West Columbia Dental, conveniently located near Lexington Medical Center at 2318 Sunset Boulevard, where Swansea High graduate Dr. Brant Cope and his friendly team believe your smile is as unique as you are. Experience personalized, expert dental care designed just for you. Whether it's a routine checkup or a complete smile makeover, trust Dr. Cope to keep you smiling bright. Call 803-794-6464 to schedule your appointment today. Your best smile starts here. Are you currently looking for a Bible-believing church in the Midlands of South Carolina, a church that prioritizes worship, preaches the Bible, and loves their community and one another? Look no further than the First Baptist Church of Gaston in Gaston, South Carolina. For over 200 years, they've been gathering, growing, and going for the gospel right here in our community. I'm Pastor Brady. I'd love to see you this Sunday at 11 a.m. Are you searching for custom apparel or premier printing located right here in the Midlands? Look no further than Blaze On in Gaston. They provide screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, and it is your go-to for custom merchandise. They are also a proud supporter and outfitter of the Swansea Tiger Sports Network. Call them today at 803-796-9100 or visit their website at weareblazon.com. And we're back here on the Swansea Tiger Sports Network to start the second half. Our score is 35-7, Marlboro County with a 28-point lead. We had a good halftime. Hopefully you didn't go anywhere. Hopefully you stayed on our broadcast. Presented to you by West Columbia Dental.
Just hope these boys made some adjustments at halftime.
Lee Best has got a good leg. He's going to pooch it near the sideline, and it's going to be fair call.
Oh, that's a penalty.
That's got to be a penalty there. Gavin Mack was interfered with, and Marlboro County says they have it, but
there's a flag.
Flag comes in.
He fair catched. And then right as the ball was coming in, kickoff team just drilled him.
Looks like they're having a conversation about it. It's got to be what the call is, though. There it is.
All right, but that's a good way to start it off. You know, with the offense coming in, they just need to take that momentum.
You got great starting field position.
Score still 35-7 Marlboro County, but your Swansea Tigers are going to set up shop. 1st and 10. And the chain gang is moving.
It's always nice to start on your opponent's side of the field.
Well, Matt, you said this earlier about the weather. Have you ever thought about being a meteorologist? It feels great out here tonight.
Hey, anybody can be a meteorologist. You can just say it's going to rain or not rain, and you'll be right every time.
And then even if you're not right, you don't get fired. You just keep it.
That's right. You can be wrong all the time, but that job security, you still got it. Especially working outside in the weather like I do. They'll call for rain, and it'll end up being a... Oh. How was that a re-kick?
Wow.
Looks like Coach Fox is going to talk about it with the ref.
Something crazy is going on here. The white hat is talking to Coach Fox. Marlboro County will re-kick. 25.
I'm not a rules expert, but I don't know how that's a re-kick when you interfere with the guy that called for a fair catch.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused.
Guess that's why we're up here, not down on the field in the pinstripe or in the zebra outfit.
I mean, I'm usually confused. Matt says I'm either a 65-year-old man or a 6-year-old child. So there you go. Lee Best set off to kick it off. I thought that was funny. I got no laugh from Matt. I hope you're laughing at home. Lee Best, number 1, he's going to boot it this time. And that's DeAndre who's going to get it at the 18-yard line. What a kick. DeAndre Caldwell is going to be tackled by Leighton Chavis at the 38-yard line.
I was looking over to our right with the official that's up here with the timekeep. I was going to ask him, but I don't know which one it is.
And if anybody comes and watch Brady preach and then hang out with him for a day, you'll see what I mean. It's like he's two different people.
Not in a bad way, not like in a hypocritical way,
yeah,
but
not
like
in a bad way.
A goofy.
When he gets in preaching mode, he sounds like a 50-year vet.
Well, what's broadcast, Brady? Is he a vet? Not yet.
No.
Oh, no. Trey Selfridge is going to take the pop pass, and oh, my goodness gracious, he is blown up by number 34, Jamari Williams. That's a tough hit, and, I mean, he pushed Jamari A. Jones off the ball there. Trey Selfridge on the carry.
That's that linebacker being untouched, coming in and straight to the ball.
Yeah, we got to find somebody to at least clip him a little bit, because you got somebody coming in untouched. Most likely they're going to make the play. See, they went back to the shotgun instead of the wing tee like they finished the first half with.
Kendall Wright back there with DeAndre Caldwell. He's going to take this low snap, and he's going to throw it quickly on a wide receiver screen to Therese James, who steps out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. 37. It's going to be 3rd and long. Kendall Wright's pass completed to Therese James. No gain. 3rd and long.
This right here is offense needs to step up. Go ahead and do what they need to do.
Well, looks like they gave us a yard on that. Ref just moved the ball up 1 yard.
Well, that's good.
Hey, we'll take what we can get.
Kendall Wright still in the shotgun, scores 35-7, still 10 minutes in the 3rd quarter that we just started after re-kicking. Kendall Wright is going to roll to the left, and he is going to be sacked by number 10, Jaden Ash.
Even though Kendall's good at that type of play, I hate when we run to the opposite side of his throwing arm. It takes a lot of time to have to shift your hips to make a throw.
And then 10 came in his defensive end position and just a beeline on Kendall.
I mean, that's a hard throw for anybody.
They're not exactly making it easier on him.
No.
Is that our band playing? Kendall Wright with the punt. And going to be picked up by Troy Haley. Tackle made by number 8, Chase Knight.
I tell you, that's one thing during the
Senior.
halftime it seems like Coach Fox and his staff talked about is on the kickoff or a punt return. That number 9 for Marlboro County will look at it and act like he isn't going to get it, but those guys were right on him and got a helmet to him pretty quickly.
Well, the defense is going to set up here for the Tigers. Marlboro County is going to be on the 49-yard line.
It's going to be another thing about our depth is not having much depth, so that fatigue is going to start to set in the longer this game goes.
Most of these guys are playing both sides of the ball, too. You're right about that. Winner gets to play Oceanside, the winner of Oceanside Collegiate versus Georgetown. Empty backfield for Trey Blackney. And he's going to throw it quickly on a corner or hitch route, number 15, but tackles is made. Good coverage there by Gavin Mack. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That was nice close-up procedure right there by the corner coming in. Once he saw the quarterback looking over to that side, to his left, quarterback's right.
Still wish he was playing up a little closer, but he still made the tackle nonetheless.
Empty backfield again. Troy Haley went in motion. He's in the slot. Trey Blackney, the lefty, quarterback run, and he's going to try to get to the outside, and he is going to be stopped there by Gavin Mack. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Trey Blackney on the quarterback keeper. Gavin Mack on the tackle.
Looks like Marlboro County quarterback, once he drops back, a seven-step drop.
Yes,
if he doesn't have anything, he starts going north-south instead of east-west and starts eating up some of that yardage. Defense is definitely going to have to pick that up.
Yeah, he's definitely a threat when he runs the ball. Which he's actually, to be a dual threat, he's actually thrown the ball a lot more than I was expecting.
Well, I mean, he's got quite a few rushing yards, 641. He's 2nd on the team, and this one's going to go to Troy Haley. The shifty running back, Jamarie Jones, is going to finally track him down on the tackle. Troy Haley on the 1st down run.
See a couple of our guys hanging their heads. You just know they're tired.
Well, you guys were at Newberry last week. I was not. Is the hanging the heads and the way it's starting to go similar to Newberry or not?
Yeah, it is. Let's just hope that it doesn't continue and they just give a little more fight.
Well, 2 backs in the backfield with Trey Blakeney, and whistles and flags fly. Ball was going to go to Krishawn Smith there. False start on the offense. False start on Marlboro County. Flag on the play. False start on Marlboro County.
I just hope with Coach Fox turning this team around, it'll encourage other kids that are athletic to come and fill some of the holes that we have so we have more depth. That way we can be a little more competitive when we get to this stage of the season.
Number 56, Carter Young, is going to be offsides on the play. So Marlboro County is going to get it right back, what they lost.
It's those mental mistakes that you really can't afford, especially the way the score is.
Yeah, trailing 35-7 in the third quarter.
With a team like Marlboro County, you can't give them anything.
Krishawn Smith goes in motion now. It's a single back, Troy Haley and Trey Blackney. Trey's going to roll. Trey's going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 12, Cameron Smith. Coverage on the play, Dante Caldwell.
You know, I'm glad that that Marlboro County went for that deeper route. His first checkoff over in the flat was wide open. He didn't have anybody near him for 15, 20 yards almost on that.
Yeah, thankfully he made the other decision. That kid had a lot of room in front of him.
Still 35-7, 7:07 left. Trey Blackney, two-back system here. This is the first we've seen of that, and it's going to be a fake to Krishawn. Pass to number 9, Troy Haley. Flag on the play. Troy's tripped up by William Geddes down at the 4-yard line on the opposite side of us, but there's a lot of laundry on the field.
Yeah, I think that was a hold. That's what it looked like from up here.
Flags on the play.
And from what I've seen from their kicker, if we do get a stop here, he looks like he has a leg to make a field goal from this distance. From right there, it'd be about that'd be a long one. That'd be about a 49-yarder.
And I tell you, from his kickoffs and everything, he has a boot on him. I don't know how he is with the field goal attempts.
Two-back system again for Marlboro County. Trey Blackney's going to hand it off. Number 14, Krishawn Smith. He's trying to shake and bake. It just doesn't happen. Stood up by P.J. Larry.
They got to get him down. They're not going until the whistle blows. He got 3 more yards after that. Wow. Defense is thinking that the play's over, but the refs have not blown the flag.
Isn't that interesting?
That's part of that mental mistakes.
Yeah, you got to drive him back until that whistle's blown. You don't just let up. Good stop nonetheless to bring up a 3rd and long.
Now they got to be smart here. Look at the flats.
It's 3rd down. It's not near as loud as it was earlier, and I think we kind of know why. 6 minutes left, 35-7 our score, 3rd and 10. Ball's at the 30-yard line. Trey Blackney is going to step back, and he's going to throw it. He's looking in zone.
Oh.
Pass is intended for number 15, LaQuincy Leach. Gavin Mack on the coverage there. I didn't see any PI. What did you see, Matt?
It was very close. He got lucky there because instead of going for the ball, he just kind of ran into the receiver. But luckily, they didn't throw a flag on it.
Sometimes
at least make an effort to go up towards the ball. That way you can kind of disguise it and not have a chance for a flag. Oh, they're going for him.
They're going on 4th and 10 from the 30-yard line. Trey Blackney is back there with Troy Haley, and he's going to fake it, and he's got Leighton Chavis open. He doesn't go to Leighton Chavis. He tried to go to LaQuincy Leach, and Dante Caldwell with the stop. He's pretty proud and happy about that.
He should be, too. He had his guy there. He stayed with him. He was looking at the quarterback the entire time. He knew when the quarterback released it where it was coming, and he got a bead on it and was able to knock that away.
Yeah, that was an excellent play. Now, see if we can get something going on offense.
The offense definitely has to step up here and move that ball.
Kendall Wright is going to set up shop in the spread offense shotgun. We've got Dante Caldwell back there with him. Kendall's going to take it. He's going to step back, and he's going to throw it. That pass is going to be complete to Dante Caldwell. No gain on the play.
Well, I'll give credit to the line. They actually held their blocks a good bit right there.
No gain on the
And
play.
you know, that's one thing I don't like about the shotgun. You're already 5 yards back. You take a 3-5 step back. That's more yardage that you're going back, and then you make a good pass, and you end up back at the original line of scrimmage.
I especially hate it on like the 3rd and 1s, the 4th and 1s. It's like you're giving yourself a disadvantage. Instead of going 1 yard, you got to go 6 yards.
Womp, womp, womp. Kendall Wright empty by himself. 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Trey Selfridge in motion. Kendall's going to keep it himself, and Kendall's going to run. He's going to slide down to the 38-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up.
Tell you, that was a great play action with Kendall right there and Trace. The defense bid on that. They stepped in, and Kendall was able to take that ball and get to the 2nd, 3rd level of the defense.
Let's see if we can do a little bit more of that and catch the defense off guard. Maybe hand it off to Trace or have Kendall keep it again.
See, that's what you were talking about on the pregame show, Noel. You had Gavin Mack and Zyson Jamison kind of walk off the field. That could get you in trouble. We're back to the wing tee. 3rd and 3. Kendall Wright under center, under Ethan Jeffcoat. He's going to hand it to P.J. Larry. P.J.'s got absolutely nowhere to go. And Willie Fox is upset. He wants a flag. It looks like a horse collar. It looks like roughness on the play.
Looks like it was enough for the first down, though.
Goodness gracious, they give him a first down. Maybe that's because the white hat decided not to call the play. I don't know. Sometimes they call that grace.
Yeah. Either way, we'll take it.
You know, PJ had a hard run right there, too.
Yeah.
Turning his feet, keeping it going. He's definitely the short yard.
They are still in the wing tee. It's 1st and 10, 3:45 remaining. Our score here at Doug Bennett Stadium, 35, Marlboro County 7, Swansea. And Kendall Wright hands it off to Trace Selfridge out of the wing tee, and Trace is going for a 13-yard carry. His longest of the night. Jamarie Jones is shaken up on the play for Swansea. Looks like he's coming out, and Jordan Donahue is going to be coming in the game.
Looks like we got a player shaking up from Marlboro County as well on the other sideline.
I tell you, it's kind of like a broken record, but Trace gets it in his hand. He finds those spots.
Yeah, he makes things happen, and he's actually our leading rusher for the night so far.
A leading rusher, and he's probably pretty close to the leading tackle, too. He's been on a lot of tackles.
Yes, he is. He is our leading tackler. So he's a special kid. He's an athlete.
You know, we definitely love the heart that he has and everything, but you don't want your backs to be leading tacklers.
Yeah.
For your defense.
Especially since he plays safety. If he's making the tackles, that means we gave up a lot of yards already. But nonetheless, what a great athlete.
Jordan Donahue enters the game.
And the good thing is, we get him back next year because he's only a junior.
And with the experience that he's gotten this season and everything and what he's done.
All right, 1st and 10, but we're kind of running out of time as far as the 28-point deficit. 35-7 our score. Kendall Wright is under the wing tee, looks to be working. We haven't had that big breakaway play as Kendall Wright steps back and throws a zinger to Derez James. It's going to be a completion down to the 38-yard line. Wright's pass is complete to Derez James to the 38-yard line.
And, you know, even with the defense coming through the offensive line right there, it still gave them, they were still able to hold them off a little bit to give Kendall that time to get his pass off.
One thing fans probably don't know that you'll be interested to know, Derez James actually transferred to Swansea. He was at a different school last year. This team has 2 transfers on it.
Pretty sure the other one is Logan O'Neal.
That's correct. Kendall Wright in the wing tee. Going to hand it to Dante Caldwell, and goodness gracious, he is stood up pretty harshly by Leighton Chavis and Jay McCoy. We told you on the preview show we might be saying their names a lot on the broadcast. So far, that has been correct, as it's going to be 3rd and 5 on the play. Dante Caldwell on the carry, tackle made by
It's a big third and down.
3rd and 5. Let's get behind this Tiger offense.
On Marlboro County side of the 50.
Let's see what we line up in here. Looks like we're going to be back in the wing tee.
Jordan Donahue is going to take that right tackle spot for the injured Jamarie Jones. Dante Caldwell is not going to get the football. I couldn't see where it went. Trey Selfridge is the one who ended up with it.
If he would have handed it off to Dante, we would have made some yard, but there was a crowd there when he handed it to Trace.
That is going to be 4th and 7. I think you have to go for it here, don't you know?
Yeah, I think so. At this time of the game, I mean, we got a minute and 24 in the third quarter, down 28.
4th and 5.
You know, and then the Tigers are going to get this, and this is going to bring that momentum shift back over to the offensive side of the ball.
I hope you're right. 4th and 5 from the wing tee. Kendall Wright. Dante in motion. Dante's not going to get it. Kendall's going to roll. Looks like we're going to throw it on 3rd down. That's going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs. Pass intended for Therese James at the 35-yard line. His feet were already out of bounds when the ball hit his hands. Turnover on downs. Marlboro County.
That's one thing, you know, it's hard to see quarterback rolling out on the short side of the field. It makes your field that much shorter or more narrow, and you have to put that ball right on a dime to get in there.
Yeah, you have a lot less room for error.
I would like to see Kendall come out and sling that ball like he was in the first quarter.
Yeah, that first quarter he was dealing, that's for sure.
Marlboro County is going to take over.
And even if this game stays the way it is, we at least need to have some good things happen to take over into next season. So let's see if our guys can finish
Empty
strong.
backfield. Trey Blackney is on the run, being chased by William Geddes, but he can't get him and is going to run out of bounds at his own 35-yard line. No, 45-yard line, excuse me. That's going to be a Marlboro County 1st down.
Say, William Geddes did have a shot on him, and he put everything he had on that. You know, talking about playing to both sides of the ball, taking the gas out of you.
Yeah, because he was just in there for our 4th down play on offense.
And Trey Blackney's going to throw it to a wide-open Troy Haley on the opposite side. Troy Haley's just going to keep running all the way down to the 12-yard line, where he is eventually caught up with by number 5, Tavon Mack and DeAndre Caldwell on the tackle. It's going to be a Marlboro County 1st down.
Getting on that outside of the defense.
That's another thing is on those short passes, our guys are playing way off the ball. So, I mean, them short passes can hurt you.
Oh, they can hurt you, and that's happened tonight. There's been a few jump balls as well, but Trey Blakeney, number 14 in motion. Ball's going to go to Troy Haley, and he's down at the 3-yard line. Jordan Donahue is also taking Jamarie Jones' spot on the defensive line. And that's the 3rd quarter. It's 35-7 is our score. Marlboro County with the 28-point win, and they are driving. We're going to switch fields on the other side here. You are listening to the Swansea Tiger Sports Network. Friendly reminder, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by West Columbia Dentist and also West Columbia Dental and the First Baptist Church of Gaston. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got one more to play for the seniors on this team. This could be their last.
But they don't have to hang their heads because when they were sophomores, they didn't even win a game.
That's the end of the 3rd
So
quarter.
to come back and win 7 last year and so far 8 this year, I mean, that was a great turnaround under Coach Fox.
Yeah, definitely Coach Fox has turned this program around from where it was. And that's definitely a positive part to the community that supports Swansea, especially I know you coming from Swansea, being here, that really means a lot once you're out on the field.
Oh, yeah.
To have the crowd come, support you, yell, dance, whatever they do.
Yeah, for Coach Fox to have success so quickly is impressive in itself. And he's just getting started. And like I said, our team is young, so we still got time to develop.
Motion.
And he went in untouched.
14 just walks in.
Marlboro County touchdown.
Oh, we got a little scuffle on the field. Looks like they broke it up, though.
Logan O'Neill doesn't like it. Dante, out of all people, is trying to tell him to calm down. Dante's passionate young player, or senior now.
That's good. That's good leadership on his part to calm him down because, you know, he had a little mishap last week. So that's good to see him be level-headed on that play.
With that touchdown, our score is 41-7. You might be listening to the broadcast, say, Brady, you sound kind of down. To be honest with you, I am.
Yeah, it's never fun to lose, but it's still always good to be here to call these games.
Yeah, and we have a lot of fun with each other. I think it's cool how all four of us, we got Alan, he's our sound producer. All four of us have grown pretty close, I think, and I mean, that's awesome. Bad snap, good hold by Leighton Chavis. DeAndre Caldwell tried to block it. Best kick is good.
And it's pretty funny how, I don't know if the listeners know this, but Brady's a pastor and the rest of us are deacons, all in the same church. We decided this past June or July to get this thing started.
Yeah, man, it started as a dream, I guess. We signed our paperwork this week. We are officially official, so that's cool.
Yeah, we're just getting started, and we got a long road ahead of us.
So when you're listening to this in 2030 and you're like, man, these guys sound horrible. Well, we'll sound a lot better in 2030 when you listen to us live.
Yeah, we'll be live next season. For football, we'll also be live for baseball. All baseball home games, you can count on us to bring you Swansea Tiger baseball coverage.
Yeah, our first live broadcast is what, March 9th, correct?
Correct. Day after my birthday.
And you've heard us say some of our football players' names. Well, we have a few that will be playing baseball, so you'll hear us call their names in baseball season.
Yeah, Kendall Wright and Daniel Graddick immediately come to mind. There's some others. Best to kick. And he is going to pooch kick it again, and that one is going to fall out of bounds. Trey Selfridge really got after number 6 on that play and coverage. Tigers will start on offense on 35-yard line.
And, you know, that was a good heads up with the return team. Was that Dante back there, closest to? He saw the ball was going out of bounds, let it go out of bounds. Let's pick up that extra yards with the penalties.
Enters the game.
I love it when the fans have somebody out there on the field and their name gets called on the PA.
You always know where their family's sitting at.
Yes.
Matthew Padgett's a good kid. We follow him on social media. And by the way, if you don't follow the Swansea Tiger Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, or X, which is formerly known as Twitter, you need to do that right now. Pause the video. Go ahead and do that. Daniel Graddick, senior quarterback, could be his last time taking the field at Doug Bennett. Ball's going to go to Dante, another senior, on the direct snap, and that's going to go down the 43-yard line. 2nd and 3 coming up. Dante Caldwell with the direct snap. 7 yards on the carry.
That was a good hard run up the center, busting up that A-gap.
2nd and 4.
Offense getting some blocks in, letting the runner run.
Senior Daniel Graddick.
And it's good to get some of them seniors in. You know, it's their final home game of their football career here at Swansea. So to get them some playoff game time I'm sure that it means a lot to them.
Landon Cunningham has also entered the game. I believe he's a senior as well.
Yes, he is. I've known his mama for quite a long time and his daddy.
Ball goes to Dante Wright on the direct snap, and he's going to take it, and it looks like he's going to break it. He just keeps turning his legs, and he's going to be stood up by the Bulldogs at the 46-yard line, and they keep going at him. They never got him on the ground. Dante Caldwell on the
Now that was a hard run.
That's another.
Some of those, some of the referees' subjective looks at the after the whistle is blown.
Yeah.
Seniors E.J. Perry and number 16 senior Landon Cunningham are in the game. E.J. Perry getting some playing time. He hasn't played on the line most this year. They're trying to get the seniors in, as you mentioned, Matt.
Yeah, Landon Cunningham, he's actually going to the Navy, I believe, after high school. So
not the Naval Academy, like legit Navy.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Daniel Graddick's pass intended for, he's got a good arm, but a little low there, intended for Landon Cunningham.
Yeah, he's
falls
short on.
incomplete.
He's short on that one a little bit.
Graddick's pass intended for Landon Cunningham falls incomplete.
Let's just see if we can get us a score here, just to finish on a positive note.
It shows you how classy Coach Fox is, though, to put all these seniors in.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, these guys have worked hard. They come to the summer practices, summer camps. They're out here busting their humps and everything.
Dante Caldwell is going to fumble that one, but he picks it up and recovers it himself for a 2-yard loss.
But it just shows you that these kids are bought in to what Coach Fox has brought to Swansea.
It'll be 3rd and 12.
It definitely does.
And like I said before, he's just getting started.
42-7 is our score. Marlboro County with a 35-point advantage. Therese James and Gavin Mack having a conversation with special teams coach Dickey over here on the sidelines. Daniel Graddick still in at quarterback, the senior. Backed up Jacob Harper the last few years, who was the starter for Swansea last year. The year before, Dante Caldwell is going to take the snap and hand it off to J-Ron Hartwell, and that's might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, with down 42-7, I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of air ball coming out, getting the ball down the field.
So Coach Fox gave Graddick the play. Let's see what they come up with.
Going on it on 4th down, 4th and 12.
Might as well, really. Well, Brad Coleman must not be calling the defense. He just gave his headset to Coach Dickey.
So we're in the shotgun. So Coach Fox called a timeout.
Timeout taken by Swansea. I do want to use this as a moment to thank all of our seniors. Let's give it up for all of our seniors, Swansea Tigers.
Yeah, it's bittersweet for these seniors tonight. Their last home game. Some will go to play college ball, and some will go to college for their careers, and others will just go straight to work. So this is a big moment for them.
I actually went to college, believe it or not. Anderson University.
I went to community college, but I'm not using my degree.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
I'm in line working.
I
It's
guess
fun.
I'm not using mine either. Mine was marketing.
You market some stuff.
I try to market the Swansea Tiger Sports Network that you're currently listening to.
And you marketed our church logo, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
So you're putting it to use for your calling, not your job.
I just threw a paper clip at Matt. All right, 4th and 12.
We like giving him a hard time.
Yeah.
Shows we love him.
But, hey, he gives us a hard time on Sundays.
Daniel Graddick, his hands are up, so he knows he's going to get the ball. He's going to throw it quickly to Dante Caldwell. Then Dante's going to fumble it and recover it and pick it up down the 31-yard line.
Well,
bang play, but that's going to be a Swansea Tiger first down.
I tell you, that ball bounced just right. It's so easy for a football to bounce the wrong way.
I mean, it literally bounced right to him.
Swansea Tiger, first down.
We'll take it.
You know, I'm really enjoying seeing the fight. The Tigers.
Because with the score how it is, they could just give up and fall over, but they're still trying to go score.
I just wonder who's going to call the defense because Brad Coleman took his headset off. Dante Caldwell's going to take the direct snap. He's going to get forward progress down the 27-yard line. I think there's a little bit of jawing going on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hands are flying. Hands of Dante Caldwell in protest, it looked like. And here comes sophomore DeAndre on the field.
Yeah.
And they're going to take Dante out.
Dante didn't like something about that.
Yeah, I think they're going to take Dante. He is not hurrying off the field. I don't think he's too happy.
Well, he's laughing on the sideline now, so.
2nd and 8. William Geddes in at tight end. E.J. Perry is the right tackle over there. Jordan Donahue in the game. Matthew Padgett, some of those senior backups. DeAndre's going to get the direct snap. And he's going to run all the way to the 18-yard line.
That's a good hard run.
Looks like a first down run. About a 10-yard run.
We'll see a lot more DeAndre these next couple years since he's only a sophomore.
DeAndre Caldwell on the carry. That's another Swansea Tiger. First down. Senior
Yeah, Brady's
40,
doing the
Isaiah Gilmore
PA along with our broadcast, and he swears it's not challenging, but he's had a couple slip-ups here and there.
I think only one, right?
I think that was number 2.
Oh, did I not mute it?
I thought it was 3.
Well, it's a lot lower than the 15 y'all projected.
We were taking an under-over.
Yeah.
DeAndre Caldwell is going to take that football for 5-10. Touchdown, Tigers! Touchdown, DeAndre Caldwell. Touchdown, Tigers! Touchdown, DeAndre Caldwell.
That just shows you they haven't quit. He had a hard run before that, and he took that one all the way.
Then he started dancing and hopping in the end zone.
And for the fans that are still here, it's good to hear them get loud. Like I said, if we can just finish strong, that will carry over to next season. Looks like we got some footballs being thrown in the stands.
Footballs are being thrown in the stands. DeAndre Caldwell with the direct snap, and he is tackled all the way to the 15-yard line. That did not go as planned. Oh, but a Marlboro County Bulldog helps him up. Our score, 42-13, 6 minutes left in this one. Our score, Marlboro County, 42, Swansea, 13. 2-point conversion, no good.
It's a good drive there.
I want to remind you, if you are a business owner or an individual and you would like to support the Swansea Tiger Sports Network, as we said, we'll be going live starting on March 9th for baseball home games. The same crew's going to be there providing you the action, and then next season we'll be live on the air on YouTube. So where you're watching this now, you can actually watch it live next season. We want to invite you to do that. You can sponsor us. Just email us, Swansea Tiger Sports Network at gmail.com as Sandstorm plays for the third time tonight when the Tigers are kicking off from Jaden Figueroa's leg with the pink cleats. Don't forget, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Gaston as well as West Columbia Dental. Appreciate Dr. Cope and all those guys over there supporting our broadcast. Figueroa set to kick.
Let's see if he can really lay into this one.
I don't know if that was planned or what, but it goes all the way out of bounds at the 27-yard line on the Marlboro County sideline.
Yeah, it looked like he kicked it straight to that direction.
Jaden Figueroa's kick is out of bounds.
And, you know, with Figueroa, he's still young to the football side of it, to the American football side of it, being a soccer player. And I haven't seen him play, but everything that I've heard, he's a pretty talented soccer player as well.
It's a football, right? That's what they say, the football?
Are you trying to be Italian?
I don't know
Yes, I'm
what that
Italian.
was.
Oh, Lord.
Stick to you.
I even got a chuckle out of Alan there. That's how you know that was
Like
funny.
Noel's about to say,
Stick to your day calling.
Yeah, your day calling.
I'm about to put my little Swansea Tiger knit hat that I got from the Band Booster Club. Thank you, Band Booster Club, for our cups and our hats. Trey Blackney looks like he's still the quarterback in there. It is 1st and 10. I am wrong. He is not the quarterback. They have a new quarterback in the game, Cameron Smith, Jr., 5'10", 160 pounds. Second and 5.
Looks like they're, with the defensive calls, they're not taking anything from upstairs. They're just calling everything on the field.
Jamarie Jenkins, number 32, is a senior, getting some snaps. Cameron Smith, backup quarterback, takes a snap and is going to get out of there, and he's going to take off. He's got blockers. He's got speed. I mean, he's making this look easy. He's at the 10-yard line all the way down, and that's going to be a Marlboro County touchdown. All the way down, Marlboro County, backup quarterback Cameron Smith takes it all the way, starts on the other side of the field, glides over here from the 10 to the 5. That's a Marlboro County touchdown. Touchdown, Cameron Smith.
Well, I think it's safe to say they're okay in the quarterback department for a couple years to come, because he shedded a lot of tackles.
He did, and he was stopped, pretty close to the original line of scrimmage.
What happened
two
there?
Tigers, and he spun, and the tackles dropped off.
Best on to attempt. Leighton Chavis is the holder. Hold is good. Snap was good, and Lee Best kick is good. Our score is 49, Marlboro County. No, and 13, Swansea.
These guys look a little defeated now. We got a little over 5 minutes to go in the game, and like I said before, when you don't have depth, you get tired. That really wears you down as the game goes on.
It definitely does, but it's way easier to say up here in the press box, guys, stay focused, stay in the game, keep playing your heart out. It's a lot different when you're out there on the field.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 49-13. Lee Best on to kick it off from the 40-yard line for Marlboro County. Fans are still sticking this one out. Not many have hit the exits. We still got to have that Swansea Tiger pride, and that kick looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but it did not. William Geddes picks it up, and William Geddes all the way to the 35-yard line. The big boy getting the ball on the return down to the 35-yard line. Great return, William Geddes. Senior William Geddes on the return. Down to the 35-yard line.
I was looking at Geddes going out. It kind of seemed like he wasn't supposed to go, but they needed somebody out there, so he went. He definitely turned it into a good play.
Yeah, that's showing his leadership. And we got to talk to him for a few minutes after last week's game, and he just has a great attitude.
I tell you, it was so funny with that because it looked like a fumble, and William and a Newberry player were talking about the fumble.
Senior Chase Knight checks into the game. Daniel Graddick still in at quarterback from the shotgun, and ball's going to go to William Geddes. Is that William Geddes?
I think so.
It is William Geddes.
Yes. But I know that Matt and I were talking, and Matt's wife, Eden, said that they were playing rock, paper, scissors out there. And Matt and I didn't believe her, but we should have, because we talked to William afterwards, and we asked him what he and the Newberry player were doing. He's like, yeah, we were playing rock, paper, scissors to see who got the ball.
We should know better. Yeah. Women are usually right. We just don't like to admit it sometimes.
It's hard sometimes.
Notice I didn't say any of that. Jarrell Wine is on the offensive line playing left tackle.
You ain't been married long enough.
That's true. 3 years. Love you, Hannah. Yeah, Jarrell Wine's left tackle. Daniel Graddick and William Geddes are in the backfield. Looks like a senior heavy. That's kind of what they were going for. It's going to be a flag on the play.
Is this a delay of game? No,
False start. False start on the offense.
Graddick comes over to Coach Fox for the play. Going into the Tiger huddle.
And I want to take a moment to give a shout out to Charlie Moody. He got injured last week, and I know he hates he couldn't be out there with his guys for the final home game of his senior season, but he's been a great player all year on that line.
Daniel Graddick back there. William Geddes is going to get the direct snap. And he's going to go down 39-yard line, 4-yard carry. William Geddes on the carry.
So the 49-13 with 4 minutes left in the game.
Let's give it up again for our seniors.
I know this season ain't ending like the way we want it to, but man, just seeing the growth of these young guys, it's been a great season overall.
Well, and I will let our fans know, sorry to cut you off, Noel, I will let our fans know that we will not be doing a post-game interview with Coach tonight. We'll do a post-game video for you, but we just won't have Coach Fox with us. We want him to be able to have that time with his seniors as their last time on the field, which I think is highly appropriate.
And, you know, that
Third down.
speaks toward what Coach Fox thinks about these guys. I mean, he pours his heart and soul.
Yes, he does. William Geddes on the direct snap. He's going to be tackled by number 43 at the 40-yard line. At number 43 is not on the roster. So,
Matt and I,
4th and 6.
Matt and I pick on you about your calling and only working 2 days a week and stuff. But, you know, like this coaching staff, they're teachers here, and, yeah, they do get a little bit more pay, but it's not anything what all the sweat and tears that they put in through the whole year. And I think just about all these coaches coach more than just football as well.
Yeah. We interviewed Coach Smith, the head basketball coach, earlier. You'll be hearing about that podcast later. William Geddes and Daniel Graddick in the backfield, and Coach Fox is going to take a timeout.
Trying to get them off sides.
49-13. Timeout taken by Swansea. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep Doug Bennett Stadium clean and place your trash in the receptacles found throughout the stadium. We thank you for your attendance and your support of your Swansea Tigers.
I tell you, Doug Bennett Stadium right here, we are blessed to have this as the Swansea home field. It's a beautiful stadium. Great fan support.
Yeah, not only did the kids buy in to the team, but the fans did too, because they've been showing up every week for our home games and being loud and proud for all these kids.
How was the attendance at Newberry by our fans? Pretty good?
You know, for it to be an hour away and it was cold and it was Halloween. I mean, everybody has kids, and
forgot about Halloween.
But with all that, we had a pretty good crowd.
You know, they did do something really cool, too. They had their Pop Warner, their kid football teams. They had 4 of them out there, and during halftime.
Jaron Hartwell is going to get the handoff there, and he's a sophomore. Takes all the way down the 46-yard line. Sorry to cut off the Pop Warner story, but you can pick it up, Noel.
Yeah, no, that was a good run. But they had 4 teams at a Pop Warner down there playing during halftime, and seeing those little guys out there and having fun playing in a big stadium that Newberry has down there. Yeah, that was really nice to see that. And I guess they got to play football instead of going trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
So.
And just in, 5 or 10 years or however old they were, they'll be playing on that field again.
Daniel Graddick in, senior, DeAndre Caldwell. I haven't seen Dante. I'm not sure if you guys do or not. Daniel Graddick is not going to get the ball. DeAndre will. He's going to be tackled. Bulldogs think it was a fumble, but he was down on the play, and getting some JV guys in there too.
It looks like Dante's on the sideline with his helmet off, so I think he's done for the night, which we're only at 1:15 left in the game.
I know with the youth kids going back to the kids playing during the halftime, I know with Dr. Cope, that's what he would suggest, I'm pretty sure. Play football instead of going and getting candy.
Yeah,
Right?
that's right. Yeah, a bunch of candy and dentists don't really mix. Then they got to fill a bunch of cavities. Yeah, that last play right there, Dante did. I seen it. It looked like he came down a little awkward on his right leg. So if he's okay, he's getting off the field.
Looks like he's working out that leg, but he's putting pressure on it as he walks out.
Yeah, that's always a good sign. That kid's had a good season as well, being a sophomore. He should be the lead back next year.
Got 1:15 left in the game, 49-13. Swansea got the ball on Marlboro County's 49-yard line.
Got the clock running. Let's see if we can do something here. Get us in motion. Graddick with a deep pass to Jarrell Wine. Complete down to the 25-yard line.
Wow.
What a great pass and catch right there.
Great vertical by Jarrell. Graddick's pass is complete. Senior, Jarrell Wine.
He's getting up a little gingerly there after that catch. Being helped off the field.
That's another Swansea Tiger.
That was the longest pass of the night, yardage-wise.
Hey, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Matt just did really good play-by-play on that play.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, sadly, but he just did great. That sounded really good. Yeah, my job's gone.
Matt, you better watch out.
I tell you, he already got the PA job from you when you wanted to skip out.
Trey Selfridge with the direct snap is going to hand it off. J-Ron Hartwell, who keeps going down to the 10-yard line.
That's a great run.
Hartwell on the kick.
That clock keeps ticking. 18 seconds left in the game.
Got some fans down there.
Yeah, we'd like to see Tigers go ahead and
Come
get
on, we
the
got
snap
one more
off. One more play.
Graddick's back there. Trey Selfridge is going to take it, and he's going to be stopped, and that's going to be our ball game. Final score, 49, Marlboro County, 13, Swansea.
You know, this is a hard game to swallow, especially the last game, first round of the playoffs. But like you've mentioned many times, you know, during this broadcast tonight, we have a lot of young guys that got some really good experience this year, playing under Coach Fox and his crew. You know, that's definitely going to show next year coming out with the experience. Game time experience is always better than just the practice experience. You get out here on the field.
Oh, absolutely. And we've even got some guys on the middle school team that there's a couple that are good enough to even skip JV to come straight to varsity. And then we got, of course, Kendall and DeAndre and others that are sophomores. They're just going to get bigger and better.
I tell you, you know, thinking about Kendall, with the arm he has, with the movement he has, you know, over the summer, that's going to definitely be something that'll be worked out in the summer practices and everything. And man, I'm excited to see these guys come out next year and see what they've learned this year, been able to take. It's going to be a good time in Swansea Town.
And I'll tell you another thing, a great thing about these kids playing more than one sport is it keeps them conditioned. So like Kendall, we know he plays baseball. Daniel Graddick, which he's a senior now, but if you play more than one sport, it keeps you conditioned and you stay in shape. That way you never lose any ground on your growth.
That's true, and I tell you, so one of the coaches, Coach Thale Singleton, he is not only one of the football coaches, but he is also the wrestling coach. So this coming week, I will be able to have the opportunity to sit down and talk to him. He's super excited about the wrestling opportunities that Swansea will have this year coming up. Yeah, he does really good with the kids. I've known Coach Thale for a while, and he actually coaches like a kids wrestling team, also the Grizzlies. And my son wrestled with the Grizzlies and learned a lot from Coach Thale and his crew. And talking about conditioning, that wrestling will make you condition.
Oh, yeah. I had friends in high school, they wrestled, and just seeing them have to cut weight and how aggressive it is. And, yeah, like you, I've known Thale basically my whole life because his dad used to coach baseball. He coached my brother, and I've known them almost my whole life. Yeah, he's a good dude.
His son is one of them that is on the B team. I think he's in the 8th grade.
Thank you to all of our seniors, cheerleaders.
See, I can't remember how old Trenton is, but
I can't remember if he's the same as Carson or 1 year back behind.
he might be in 8th grade. Yeah, I can't remember how old he is either. We'll have to ask him. But
I know we're talking to Theo in the off season and different times I talked to him and stuff, and he said Trenton really likes baseball. He said he thinks it's because of the conditioning. He doesn't have to do as much conditioning in baseball as he does in wrestling.
yeah, but I'll say when I play baseball here, we used to have to run up and down these stadium steps and across the field for our conditioning. It was tough, but I'm sure still not as aggressive as wrestling.
And then talking about baseball, like you mentioned earlier, March 9th, we're going to live stream for the first time with the Swansea Tiger Sports Network. Be able to live stream that baseball game. It's going to be a fun time. We'll get to see some of these same student athletes that are out here on the football field, on the baseball diamond.
Yeah, because I know Kendall Wright is a great baseball player. His older brother also was a great baseball player. He played at Gray Collegiate, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that was his brother. And he's the ace on the team. He's also their power hitter. So it's going to be exciting to see him on the diamond.
I tell you, just looking at him throw the football, like in my head, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see him throw the baseball.
We got our football team down there hugging each other, knowing that last game of the season, last game for the seniors.
And, we've mentioned about the seniors a lot tonight and everything with this being their last game of their high school career, but we really have to give thanks and everything to the parents.
Absolutely.
They're the ones that, hey, we were kids at one time too, and we didn't want to go to practice or we didn't want to do something, and our parents made us, right?
That's right.
And it just makes us better. So we really give a big thank you to the parents of all these guys, because without you guys, your kids wouldn't be able to do as much as they do.
And that's great. Just thinking how hard parents have to work and, just to pay for cleats, gloves, whatever it may be. But it just shows that they support their kids and want them to do well on the football field or the baseball field, wherever it may be.
Well, since the game ended, guys, you've been listening to the West Columbia Dental postgame show. It's a somber scene. We're going to go ahead and end this broadcast. We're going to go on the field. We'll do a postgame interview, but we're not going to do it with any coaches or players. But we are going to hug these players, and we'll probably do our postgame interview after we go on the field from up here in the booth. I feel like that'll be appropriate for tonight. Matt and I will break it down for you, and that'll be available on Facebook that you can watch. But thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll be live next year, and it's been a good football season. Tigers lose tonight, 49-13 to Marlboro County in the first round of the playoffs, but it's been a great season, 8-3. Very young football team. Can't wait to see what's ahead. As always, go Tigers. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Brady Henderson, Matt Barfield, Noel Pound. Subscribe already if you haven't, and we'll see you in March for baseball.